not start with what sounds like a very shitty peacock?
Actually, pigeon, my good sir.
I don't care. Pigeon, peacock, do your thing. All right. Go and hit record so I can actually have this going. Well, all right then. For anybody even here at the moment, kind of doubt anyone is. It's early, but maybe somebody is on the other side of the world. Or, for early people going to work or whatnot, if you're going to work, don't listen to us in the car. That's a weird idea. Okay, so hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Ensemble podcast. Talk about nerd stuff, gaming, tech, all that other stuff. These intros are getting less and less good, but hey, I'm trying. Uh my name is Nexus, and I have with me as always the co-host.
Feeding cat boy with energy drink.
Yeah, and you wonder why you have heart issues. Okay. Uh, you mentioned a drink. I had to drink my drink. I have Dr. Pepper today. And I wonder why I have possible dehydration issues. So much soda.
We both
Uh,
probably should have dehydration issues.
Probably.
Actually, I think I drink more water than you.
Probably.
Cause I
That's
a few
because
days
we're all different.
ago made some lemon water again, so I drank that.
Well, the issue with me is that we don't have much, whatever it is.
You prefer to put taste in your water also, correct? That's the issue.
I would prefer to, but at the same time, I just don't have water bottles around to, actually get water.
I
So
have
I drink out of them.
an actual water bottle. I have two. I have three actually. I have three water bottles. I have one of these things, a thing in it.
Good for you.
And today I provide the energy, people, on
Yeah, I'm
two
more of
fronts.
the I would say I'm more of the chill and relaxed person today, mostly because I only woke up an hour ago, and well, yeah, I decided to eat. So that's what took us so long to even start, is because I was gonna eat and stuff. What
Yeah.
really took us forever is because I decided today, hey, you know what? I went to sleep around 11, so I should probably get at least 6.5 hours of sleep just to be on the safe side. Okay, so I put that in my alarm clock. Okay. And then the alarm clock goes off, and I put snooze. Because I'm like, just 5 more minutes. That's all right.
Or at least it fought it in.
I thought I did. No, the alarm turned off. And I woke up an hour later, like, shit. God damn. If today was a work day, I'd be fucked.
I think it's different when it's work days though. It's like because your brain then is more set into work.
I mean, I always do that anyway. Like, I always, whenever I set an alarm, I always hit snooze anyway. But then again, yeah, you're probably right, because most of the time I'm usually awake by then. It's mostly just me resting my eyes a little bit more. I'm like, I don't feel like getting up just yet. Give me five more
Yeah,
minutes. Like, I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm just going to sit here.
yeah, yeah. And your mind is more focused on today. I need to get up, but today is
Yeah.
like your day off, so you probably was just like
Yeah, it'll go off again here in a few, like, whatever. And it's like, well, guess what, buddy? It didn't go off.
and then nowadays like it did go off. I woke up.
God, that's like the day whenever I set an alarm on my watch. Like, the first day I was gonna do this new schedule, like, I set the alarm on my watch because my phone was almost dead, and I plugged up at the other side of the room. And I'm like,
Which
okay,
probably
well,
have
it will
been the
be
best
close enough
idea
for me.
to put an alarm on. But
Yeah,
then
that's
you
what I'm
have to
saying.
go
But
up and turn it off.
I guess, but at the same time, it's just like I probably wouldn't be able to hear it, because like it's much easier to hear someone. It's like right next to my ear.
Yeah, depends.
So I'm like, okay, but it's just I had to charge it, put my watch next to me.
That's
All
the
right, that
only
works.
bad thing about the Google thing when I use that as an alarm is that it can technically, yes, it's a good thing, but it's like I can just say tell it to stop.
Ow.
That's it. That's why I've fallen asleep so many times when I have had an alarm. It went silent.
I was grabbing my charger from my phone.
Good job.
Oh, it's dying.
But
Well, it's at 19.
so am I, but do I complain? No.
So we're all dying a little on the inside. You're not special.
Yeah, it's like, look, we're all dying. What's the issue? Yes, thank you. I know my Gmail account setting is outdated for like the third time today.
Oh boy.
You know what? I want something to suck on.
TOS. Rephrase.
No, I'm not gonna rephrase. If people take that out of context, it's people's minds. Yeah.
We should really have like a out of context series between me and you. Just go through different videos and just get out of context quotes.
Like, we should just, or just make an, make it just
I've
a
done
big.
highlights. I've done like a highlights video between me and True. So maybe I might have a little section of out of context for me and you.
I feel like that's just every time we play. Like, I don't know how many
Pretty
times I say something that's like,
That'd be
oh,
a whole separate video at that rate, like a whole 30 minute to hour long video.
I think you can make a series out of it.
The problem with me and True is that we don't have that many videos together. I think we have like 12. Let me check real quick. So I mean, it's a lot easier to do highlights with him. You, on the other hand,
We have become collaborators for.
okay. So I don't know if I've updated the playlist lately, but okay, 17 for True. That's how many with him.
Oh,
So far in the playlist, 93 with you. It's
I
funny
said you
how
can
when I
make a
told that
series
to
out of
Evil,
context quotes from us.
yeah, it's funny when I told Evil about like how much higher yours was, and he's like, we probably should make more collabs so you'd beat that number." Like, okay, like waiting on you, buddy.
I think the thing is also like we somehow got a connection, so we started playing more together than, and I'm more available also, and it makes it easier for collabs. Then that's what. With True, well, you have the time. You definitely have a time zone issues there.
Yeah, I mean around now, like with my current schedule, could probably work on the days where
It's off.
he has like a holiday or something.
His days off, or he had.
Well, I mean, I doubt he's gonna have an actual day off in the middle of the week, but like holiday wise, yeah, maybe. Because I think
Yeah,
he said he's having a holiday come up for like a week, so that's an
yeah.
idea.
He's planning to stream a lot. Then, what I've understood.
I keep telling him, hey, three of us need to do some Phasmophobia during that time. Because again, I bought it for him.
I like.
You know what's weird about that? I just realized I bought that for him. How was I able to gift it to him? Because I gifted to him through Steam, and normally you can't do
Theme
out
is
of
weird.
regions.
Okay.
It is because like normally you can't gift out of region. Like you can't say I'm in America, or I'll say U.S. because saying America is general. In U.S. and he's in the U.K.
I
We
think
should not be able to gift
in
things
North
to each
America
other.
in general, like if you're in the North America, you should probably you can probably not gift outside of.
I don't know. It's like you just can't do that, and because for example, I've tried gifting things to you, and it said no. Like I couldn't do it. It just said like no, you can't gift with people in other regions. Like okay, it didn't give me specified
Wait, didn't you
regions. It
give
just said
me
no.
Phasmophobia too?
Huh? How the fuck did I do it?
Maybe
Yes, I
certain
did.
games, like some
Maybe.
games, are
Maybe.
more region locked than others.
I just thought about that. Yeah, I did give it to you too.
Oh,
What
how
the
did you
hell?
do that?
How did I do that? Because I've tried since then to gift you games, like, smaller indie games even. Nope.
Yeah, but it
Says I
could be
can't.
that it's like Phasmophobia became so big, so they have more. Like they could. Maybe it's not. I wonder if it's because what I've understood,
I mean, it could be like an option. I don't know.
DRM. If it's DRM, maybe that's the issue.
It's possible.
Because I wonder if that's a DRM free game, which is why it's You can't gift on GOG either, right? I think you tried to gift
I
me
don't
something
think
on
you can.
GOG.
No, I can't do that. Well, GOG is DRM free, so you can literally you don't even have to gift that. I mean, it's not good to do that, but hell, you could literally just drag and copy the game over. It's DRM free,
Hmm.
but mm,
It's probably because it's a VR game also, so it's a different.
I mean, I doubt that's a reason, but who knows?
But yeah, it's probably just certain games like indie games. It's probably harder to give, but if you try to say gift me, say The Sims, that maybe would have worked.
Mm,
And then it probably depends on if the company wants to region lock it or not. Which I don't understand why
okay.
you would, but okay.
Okay. And I just setting some music in the background for myself. I still have yet to create a playlist for the actual podcast.
Good job.
It's gonna take a while.
Oh, it's gonna take a little bit of a while.
I
Oh,
have a lot of royalty-free music. Okay.
no, I have so much music that's royalty free, and we should find the music.
If anybody's in chat, can I kill him?
POS.
Nah. They know I'm joking.
Yeah, but remember this Twitch. Jokes are not allowed on this platform. You need
I
to
mean,
be
even still, what I
100% serious.
okay. How about this? How about this? Can I get into a game and kill him randomly? Just like random, where he doesn't even suspect it. The next time we get in, I'm team killing you.
No, we have Holy for that.
Good point.
I feel like she
Please try
shot
again.
us.
Those are the fucking crosswalks.
Talking about which, we need to play Back for
What?
Blood.
What's it? Cross for blood? What? I'm trying to I'm trying to sign into Restream on OBS so I can just like see the chat as I'm watching everything. Like, I mean, I have the actual window of it open, but I mean, it'll be all right. I
Ah.
have this, so it'll be okay. Be easier to work with.
My lollipop is tasty.
Good for you.
Okay, my shit seems to work, so I am gonna go do this on my phone now.
Yeah, I have the actual stage thing open, which to remind everybody, yeah, the stage, which, no one's here. I don't believe. Nope. Okay. So yeah, the stage is something with Discord, stage channel. Cool. Of course, I expected worse. Uh, now that I've said he'll do it. Okay.
Why would I ever do anything mean? What do you take me for?
The guy who comes in randomly when he sees me online just to send random mean stuff in the beginning.
I would never.
Uh-huh. Can you stop slurping?
No, I'm licking a lollipop.
Yeah, you don't have to slurp to do that. You can make zero sound when doing that. Yeah, see, we're here to talk about random game and nerd stuff, not about, ASMR that no one would watch.
Hey, if I wanted ASMR, I would play Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice.
Why do they call that ASMR? Just a lot of whispering.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's like they tried to seduce you at the same time, telling you that you're gonna fail. I'm like, so whose side are you on? It's like the weirdest like conversation. It's like she's gonna fail. No, no, no. She's gonna do it. Like, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Immediately did that. Okay, but point is, as I was trying to say before getting interrupted by slurping, uh, yeah. So in my Discord server, we usually do these stage stuff now. So if anyone jumps in, they can even hear us before we even start.
Yeah, you get the back behind the scenes stuff that no one else gets.
Yeah. And hey, even whenever we stop stream, we may even be in there for like a few more seconds or so, or like an extra minute or two. If anyone's still in there, you can even still hear us. So
Yeah.
you get a little behind the scenes before and after the show, if you can even call this a show.
If it's even a show anymore.
Is it a show? It's more of a freaking. It's a train wreck. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually start getting into actual topics since now we're here. Which one do you want to get into?
What?
Can you stop? Stop. At this rate, you really are gonna get us to. You get us banned just from doing that.
Let's start with that list then. That's a better.
What?
Let's start with the bottom one, which do not ban list.
Oh. Okay, sure. Considering that someone's about to get banned right now. Speaking of people getting banned, let's talk about people not getting banned. Okay, so during the whole Twitch leak, which by the way, I know someone who decided to download it, which is apparently 130 gigs. Okay, sure, why not? They decided to download that link. So
I don't think I have that space anymore on my computer.
I could if I cleaned out a bit, but nah, I wouldn't want to download it anyway. I have no interest. But because that Twitch leak, everyone found out a few things. We talked about it last time, but people found out some things like, oh hey, now people knows the net worth of people. Which how the fuck didn't you? That's your own fault. I mean,
Like,
would you think donating $1,000 per stream wasn't gonna give you shit? Like, yeah, they earned a lot of money.
yeah, I feel like the more surprising part was like how people were surprised about it. That's the funniest shit. Like,
I
wait,
just don't understand
they
how were
actually
they? They're
earn
just like,
money.
wait a minute, they earn all this money? What the hell? They earn like way more than I do in my own job. Like, yeah, that's the
Because you're
point.
giving
You
them the
didn't
money.
notice? Like, it's like, man, I donated them $500 last week. Like, how the fuck did they make 1,000 in the month? Like, gee, I wonder. Well, not 1,000 a month, more like 1,000 at the end of the week. Or someone's like, oh, I donated 500 yesterday. They
Wasn't
gave like
someone?
1,000
Isn't
this
the
week. Like,
top ones like 9,000 or something?
well, what was it telling? Was it like a monthly or what was it?
I, I,
Or annual?
I feel like it's either if it's per stream 9,000 could sound okay if it's top streamers.
If it was annual, I'm sure they were very high.
I think XQC is his name.
Maybe. Well, that sounds about right. I wouldn't really know. I didn't really pay attention to a lot of it because a lot of this stuff, like, meh. I just
Yeah,
get the headline and then I run with it. Well, I get the headline, I get a few details, and then I run with it with this
yeah, but
podcast.
I think XQC was like in the top 10 because he's like one of the biggest streamers.
But yeah, so talk about the actual topic though, the do not ban list. Basically, people found it in the source code saying of like their list of like it's very outdated. It's like years ago, so it's no longer maintained. But they found this list that basically says like, hey, here are all these streamers, and the original context that people were trying to throw out is, hey, just don't ban them. Like, no, that's not exactly what it's saying. It's saying that minor infractions, don't ban them for it. Because they're big enough streamers where if you ban them, it's going to cause issues revenue wise for even on Twitch's side.
Cough, cough.
So it's like, yeah, it's all about a money business. I mean, would you expect Twitch to be friendly? No, they're all about their money. Point is that, yeah, they basically have their do not ban list for just, okay.
I like how people. Though the funniest name they have put on the do not ban list is the CEO. I'm like,
I mean, okay, that makes sense.
like who, like even if you ban him, he can just go in and unban. Oh, food. I have pizza.
Mm. I never looked at the list because I didn't really care. I don't really like I said, I don't look at details.
I did. And hi Imp, welcome to. We are talking about non-banned people or unbannable people.
Oh yeah.
Fuck! I forgot to put your. I have to do something real quick. I remember something that's very important, and I accuse Nexus for it. And
Because of
actually,
your cat.
I don't have a cat. You're a cat. Meow.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, I don't know what in the world you're talking about. What'd you forget? What'd you forget?
Don't worry about it. I totally didn't forget it.
Well, I don't really know because I can't see your screen, so you just got to tell me.
Nothing related to the screen. Don't worry about that.
Okay, then what?
Something that was before that I should have done before the stream, but I forgot to add to the thing. But it's fixed now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what that is.
Yeah, because someone has forgotten to even post a, uh, a
Oh,
tweet.
tweets. Tweets, yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, screw it, we're already into it. I'm not posting it. I don't really care. We never get people from it anyway. All right. So yeah, about that Twitch do not ban list. Yeah. People are getting all pissed off about that. Like, oh, hey, why can't or because the whole idea is that hey, you can get banned for something, then this big streamer won't get banned for it at all. I mean, yeah, I guess, but at the same time, this do not ban list is mainly just for minor stuff. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't really know what you would consider minor, but basically that don't get
uh,
banned for.
but today instead they are adding. Instead, Twitch is adding more not tag, what's it called? Categories instead. Instead of banning people for breaking the TOS.
I notice whenever you talk, you have this like you have to put emphasis into every word you say. Like it just
Yeah, I have
you
energy.
are doing very great. And like, yeah.
I have very much energy. You
And
don't.
also, I was trying. Yeah, probably because the drink.
Am I sucking?
Haley, please stop.
Don't worry,
Probably
there is.
just woke somebody up with my own screaming. Okay. Probably just woke someone up like Jesus Christ. What the fuck is he talking about? And they're like, well, I'm trying to make a point. So apologies. Okay, but seriously though, stop it.
No, I'm not gonna eat pizza or something.
What?
I have a pizza now.
Yeah, I know. All right, cool. Eat your pizza.
I don't have a knife.
Yeah, yeah. What? Why do you need a knife?
Because it's not cut up. But, you know, I didn't get it
Well, why would you use
sliced.
a knife?
To slice
Do you
it?
have Do you not have a pizza cutter?
No.
Weak. Buy a fucking pizza cutter. Okay.
I'm
So pretty
probably
much all
gonna
we can
buy
really
that
say.
when I get my own apartment. Not gonna lie.
Jeez, you're that poor you can't afford a pizza cutter.
No, it's not that. It's more that I think we've never really had that issue here. Like we've always used knives.
Yeah, I know. Just like what's the point? I mean, the pizza cutter's at least better, especially if you sharpen it. Mine that we have here, we don't really sharpen it, so it's hard as hell to even cut with it. Cause I can literally roll over the pizza. It's like, yeah, there's no cuts there. It's not cutting. It's just shit.
I don't see if my mom can come in with that knife.
That's something you never want to see. Okay. So next up, I guess that's we're going that way.
Let's see.
Guess as we're going on the ban idea, we'll go for the next ban point, which is Steam and Epic doing their thing. So, yeah, Steam, like last week, I think. A lot of this is like last week material because that's the way our podcast works. We do this every 2 weeks, so we got like 2 weeks worth of information.
Which is
While a lot of podcasts would do like
like
the
we have
end of the week
noticed
thing,
that
we
also
do like 2 weeks.
like under the pandemic, even our 2 weeks, it was like there's no information because nothing is happening.
Yeah, nothing would happen, and then out of nowhere, sometime later, it's like, well, never mind. It turns out we're getting freaking
Now we get overloaded instead.
Sometimes we get pretty overloaded where we still have like 3 topics left after we end the episode. It's like, nah, we overestimated that one.
Either
Underestimated,
we
I guess.
overload with topics, and we like, oh fuck, this
Like,
went
well, this
more than we.
didn't. This one topic went on longer than we thought it would, and then we go off to
Star Wars.
the other side, reviewing anything. Anything we review immediately turns too long. Okay,
I
I'll
think
admit the Star Wars one is partly my fault because of what I did.
I feel like what if also was your fault.
Well, no, I actually wanted to do that for What If.
Yeah, I feel like from now on, I have an idea. Is if we do reviews, when we do the review stuff, we dedicate most of the stream to that.
Okay.
And if there's time over, we use the rest to like talk about side stuff.
I mean, the reason why I usually put reviews at the end is mostly so we get our topics out of the way and then go to the end one so we can like say like, hey, the rest of this podcast could be spoilers. So if you for the show or whatever, so if you don't want to hear it, then you know you can go ahead and leave. It won't bother us. Or you know, do the nice thing and go up to the corner. If you're on a browser, like on your computer, it doesn't work on your phone. If you go to the browser of your computer, hit right click your tab, hit mute tab, and then go somewhere else. Because then we still get your view, and you don't have to be there. So you're being a nice guy. But no, it's the internet. Who's nice here?
Me?
Sure. Okay. Back to the topic at hand, though. Steam bans NFT blockchain games. So that's a thing. They did that because, honestly, it's pretty stupid in general. I mean, why? I don't like the idea of NFTs and any of that. Like, I didn't really understand the point of it at first. And the main idea is that, it's like the description I have is that, what is it? Someone made a good example where it's basically someone goes to an art museum and there's the Mona Lisa up, and then this guy like talks to like an employee or the owner and says like, hey, like I would like to buy this, like I'd like to own
Huh?
it or something. I'm
Okay.
waiting. Do you have your knife?
And a fork.
He has a knife.
No, no, I have a fork and a knife.
Okay. Uh, Still not. Wait, why would you have a fork? Wait, hold on. Why would you have a fork?
To cut the pizza. It doesn't.
That's weird.
I don't cut it with the
Cut
fork. I
it.
hold it down with the fork.
Just hold the crust.
Ah.
Whatever. Anyway, like I was saying, the example is basically that the person goes to a museum, like art museum or art gallery or whatever, and it says that they want to buy the Mona Lisa, like they want to own it. Like okay, so they sign all the things that they charge like a crap load of money. I basically paraphrase this example. Somebody can go look it up and get the real one that somebody said. I don't know where you could find it. Uh, I'm getting out of breath really quickly. Anyway, they basically go do that. They do the whole buy process, and then they basically say, like, okay, can I take this, or like, can I take this home? It's like, no, 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 you own this. You cannot. Basically, they take you to a back room in a sense, like it's, or wait, I'm kind of confused with the example now. Okay, okay, basically, they want to take it, like they want to take it home, and they're like, no, 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 you own this. You're the owner of it, but nothing says you can take it. It's just you own it. Like your name is on it. Like they just basically write your name on a sticker and they stick it to the back of it. That's it. So like, hey, now this person has their name attached to it. That's it. It's like okay, you can't do that. Like they can't take it home. They can't do anything much with it. Just like their name is on it. That's all it is. And if they want a version of it, they can print out like another copy of it, and you get the copy. That's all it is. And then if someone else comes along with more money or whatever, they can immediately just tear that off, put a new sticker on. Like, hey, this guy owns it now. And it's like, and even then, it's like, hey, the real version of the Mona Lisa isn't even up there in the front that you got. It's like right there in the back room that you'll never see.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, no. So basically, in a way, NFTs, not a good practice in general, considering also, they work off of a certain currency that decides, hey, let's just kill a bunch of, environment. Let's do that. I'm not going to be environmentalist here. I don't really go nuts into the whole thing, but let's just say cryptocurrency is
We
a bad
needed
idea.
Brita for this.
Okay, look, it was okay before. All right, it was okay before when it started because the idea was that it was a currency that uh what was it? It's just like a private currency. It was just basically like all private and all that. Like you couldn't exactly get who owned it in a way. I don't know. It's like showed actual ownership at the same time. You couldn't exactly see that. Very private. The whole point of saying cryptic, crypto. So yeah,
Um, Someone made also or posted a very good thing too is that money laundering.
that's another one. Yeah.
But it's like but it's untraceable. Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever else exists out there.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron. Yeah, there's one named Tron. Uh, there was another one. I forgot what it was called.
Do,
Dogecoin. Yeah.
which I love. Kind of love the the meme of it. Like it was just a meme from the start, and then it blew up, and everyone was like, "Well,
Now it's a thing. There are more, but whatever. Honestly, the real problem with like say Ethereum is the fact that everyone freaking mines for the shit now with like GPU cards and everything. So that's really what all the scalping is about. That someone buys it immediately, has it stored up to mine cryptocurrency, and that's it. That's their whole process. Like, hey, we'll just use that for mining. Cool. That's it. They have like I've literally saw. I mean, I've said this on the podcast before on a earlier episode where I saw a guy who bought a ton of them. Like he bought like I don't know 10 or 20 like 30 series cards.
hmm,
So very expensive. Scalped them all. Put them in his in this like back room like an office space. Had them all plugged in and they were all mining. Like that was the purpose. He's like, and he like basically recorded a video. He's like, hey, look at all this. Like I got all this cool stuff. Like it's so awesome, right? Every comment fucking hated him, and he thought he was doing a cool thing. Like he wasn't doing it to be douchey. He literally thought it was a cool thing to do.
I mean, I feel like you should have bought like the 220 series instead. The
I mean, he just like bought like a ton of 30 series. I mean, the whole I mean, this was what really around the time when scalping was starting. So or for that stuff. So it wasn't like in the middle of it. And it's one of the reasons why now a lot of people will do the whole or a lot of whatever storefronts will now do the limit one per customer thing. So you can't just go nuts.
Yeah.
Unless you have like an army of bot accounts coming in at different IP addresses, in which case you do that.
Oh no, the attack of the horses again. This is like also become a meme now.
Mm.
Anything that's like a bot related and it's a massive wave, it's like the horses are back.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, bots, have obviously been a thing for a long time, especially whatever it's called, like botnet and zombie clients, stuff like that. Which a
Zombie
form of a
bots.
zombie,
That sounds very
a
interesting.
zombie client. It basically just means that someone can hack into your computer, and they won't really affect the files in your computer. They're using your computer and your bandwidth to be like a sort of like to like influence stuff they can do. So they could basically hack into a whole array of people, like and their internet and everything. And then whenever they want to say DDoS somebody, they could use all of those to do that. And then like you have all those different computers and everything, all the different networks attacking another one. So you have a lot more than what you normally would. It doesn't exactly trace back to you entirely because it's just got traced to all the people. So I was like, okay. And you
But
would never notice. The only thing you would notice is that hey, your internet's slow that day. That's all you would notice. So your internet may be slow, it may be throttled like pretty crazily, like oh god, the internet's terrible today. That's all you'll really notice. You won't know. So
Whoop.
it's rough.
Okay. I'm eating food.
Good for you.
Yep.
Uh, give me a second. Okay. But to continue the whole bit, we were talking about cryptocurrency and all that. Yeah, NFT blockchain games. Basically, a lot of games that have that kind of stuff. Like I imagine it's games with NFT art included in and all that stuff. I don't entirely know what it means, but point is, Steam banned them, saying, "Hey, no, we don't want any of that here." Good for you, Steam. That's actually a very good call. And then Epic Games rolls in like, you know what? No, we're gonna let that happen. It's okay. Like we want to be a free platform. We want to be a platform that allows pretty much whatever, except for the raunchy stuff. Like we don't want that, but we do want this. Like this one thing everybody hates. No, 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 fuck that. We want that. So yeah, no, no, they're allowing NFT games to be on
Yeah,
their
and
store.
wasn't it like he made a statement like a few months ago about we're not never gonna allow NFT.
I don't know, but yeah, they're saying
We
they're gonna
would.
allow it, and that's pretty bullshit. So another reason for people to hate Epic Games, which I gotta say that there's a lot of people who keeps going on with that. Like, other than this is the one thing I actually agree with. It's fucking stupid. But while yeah, the store is outdated in the sense like, hey, this store doesn't do what Steam does. They only hate on that store. Every other store is the exact same thing in the sense of, hey, it doesn't do everything Steam does. And everyone hates that. They're like, no, I want Steam to do everything. I want all games to be on Steam only.
Like,
And
here's the thing, like, in my opinion, GOG is the best one. In,
mm,
like,
I wouldn't go that far.
I feel like
I mean, yeah, I can link all of it, but the thing about the linking is it doesn't really like, hey, now it's in this one thing. Like, not really, because you still have to have that other one installed. So you still have to install, say, if you're gonna play an Epic game on GOG, you still have to install Epic. You still have to install the game from Epic, and it still
yeah,
has to launch everything through it that way. All it's doing is just linking it there, which you can already do in Steam. It's not hard. You just add non-Steam game. There you go, done. It's been added. So you could do everything of that sort there and even add it into separate folders because there's categories on the Steam library. So you do that too.
yeah. I like the GOG though because it's simplistic.
I feel like it's too simplistic in the sense that it's like, hey, I mean, you should add a little bit more stuff. Also, it's a little bit hard for me to get into the store sometimes on
Story is
the
just
actual
like
client.
like I feel like the story in most. I mean, Steam is easy, but that's because they have all everything in us. Like, but I feel like most stores, same with like Ubisoft and Ubisoft is also annoying the store thing.
Well, Ubisoft is just annoying in general. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. The main thing that people are going against when it comes to Epic, it's not even again the NFT thing. It's mainly that hey, it's not like Steam where it's like hey, they keep saying oh it's super buggy, it keeps crashing all this time. Like I've never had one issue. Then someone's like oh does it do cloud saves? It does. I've used cloud saves on Epic, and then you have all this other craziness like I don't know.
the, everyone
The only
knows
thing I can agree
the
with
reason they hate it is because of Fortnite. That's the only reason people hate it.
Probably. And the only real reason why I don't like it, or one thing I don't like about it, is the it doesn't have a cart system, so you can't add multiple games to your cart then buy. You have to just buy a game separately.
Yeah,
So
that
like
kind of
kind of
sucks.
annoying, but it's not a deal breaker because a lot of other stuff like that, like if you go to Xbox, doesn't have a cart system. PlayStation, as far as I know, doesn't have a cart system
They
unless you
have
go
a
to
card
Google.
system.
Yeah, I never had it. I've never been able to use a cart deal on the actual PS4. I've only been able to do it on the website. Still,
On the PS4, I don't know how it is on the website. Oh,
website it
it's
does
like
have a card.
okay, so it does have a card overall.
Okay, I've never used the card on PS4. I've only bought it because it was just right there. It said buy, and then it's just like, hey, go straight to payment information, then go to a cart.
For me, it says either continue or look for more stuff.
I don't know. Point is, there's that. Switch does not have a cart system. It's just basically you buy it, and yeah,
Wait, didn't the Nintendo 3DS have a card system though? Or is that also straight
Don't think
buy?
so.
I
No,
don't know.
I think it goes straight by.
I need to buy more games on my 3DS.
I would, but I don't really. Technically, I don't really need to, but I mean,
I mean,
I just
it's
don't.
just a good thing to have on the go, like the Switch. Like it's just a thing to have on the go.
Yeah, there's not really any 3DS games I'm entirely wanting at the moment, so I just like go with my stuff.
I want my Euros Mask.
It okay for 3DS. Good game. It has its problems though. There's a lot of broken things that is a lot harder on the 3DS version of Majora's Mask than it is on the 64 version. So yeah,
Hmm.
have fun with that one. I mean, you can still
Hmm.
play it. It'll still be fun. It's just that if you were to play them separately, 64 would be a lot easier in that
Yeah,
sense.
I don't own a Nintendo 64, sadly. So you know,
There's always emulation.
I know. And also, it's harder to carry a 64 with you on the go.
Switch. If you want to pay that much money. Speaking of, did we talk about that last time? We didn't, did we? The Switch, like the new online
I
one.
think that came out this week or last week.
Or last week. Okay, good. I did not put that on the topic list, but I'm going to talk about that. Since we're kind of done with the NFT stuff, like pointers, yeah, Epic, don't do that shit. Switch, yeah, Switch Online. So they've announced this like months ago, where they were going to add Switch stuff. I mean, Switch OBS. Stop telling me that I have an encoding issue. I'm fine. Okay, too much words in my brain. Okay, the Switch Online, they were gonna add an expansion pack, which included Nintendo 64 games and Sega Genesis or Mega Drive if you're from Europe. So, or like I guess just the other side of the world in the sense that Europe and I think even Japan called it Mega Drive. So Genesis, Mega Drive, whatever you call it, added those games. So you have both of those added on, and an Animal Crossing DLC for free. I mean, otherwise you need to pay for the DLC. But in this case, if you get the expansion pack, it comes with it. So okay.
And then
Problem.
comes the issue.
Here comes the issue. If it's worrying you, solo, as in just buying it on its own. Which here, let me look up the prices exactly. I don't want to be wrong about this.
I
Uh,
think it was $40.
I think that's for the yearly. Hold on.
Yeah, $40 yearly.
Okay, so let me see real quick. Trying to get hold on. Trying to get the expansion. Where is it? All right. It said okay. I think the expansion is only yearly. Is it only yearly?
Or maybe that's why people react so badly because you have to pay monthly for it.
I don't. I feel like it is yearly though. Where is that? Huh. I don't
Uh,
see it.
yeah, I
Oh,
think
it's
it's
on this.
40 bucks
I
though.
can go grab my Switch and go look real quick. But from this screenshot, it says that for an individual membership for 12 months is $50 for a year, and for a family membership for 12 months is 80 per year. Now here's the thing about that though that I think is actually a good thing. So the 50, yeah, that's kind of sucks, but there's a lot of stuff that costs a lot yearly. And if you think about that, 50 divided by 12 is $4, basically $4.17 a month. It's not a lot. It's not. You're just paying the yearly amount, and you're probably paying less than you would monthly anyway, because that's how a lot of yearly stuff works. Is they have you pay a little bit less, like a certain
4.2.
percentage. What? No,
4.2.
no, no. You round the hundredths in this, likely. You don't really always round the tenths. You can, but I always round the hundredths for prices.
Oh, then it's 417.
Yeah, yeah, because it's 4.16 repeating for a little bit. That turns to seven. So
417
anyway, hmm,
per
yeah,
month,
I'll just say
basically.
417. Yeah, for basically a month, and like that's not a bad price. So
And
yearly,
here
that's a
comes the
good.
question: if
That's
it's
still
like
good.
some companies does that, like you buy 20 for 12 months you actually get 2 months for free. It's just that they
Yeah,
don't.
there's that.
So if
I
it's
mean, the
that, then
real
it's five
issue,
bucks a month.
yeah, the real issue that people are pissed about is that on the normal Switch Online, 12 months is $20 a month. I mean, not sorry, $20 a year. So like, that's a really good price. Honestly, that's why I got it. It's like, hey, $20 a year, that's great. And now it's 50 a year. So they're like, oh god, that's a big jump in price. Like, yeah, but I mean, it's $30 more, and you're getting, you know, again, 64 games, Genesis Mega Drive games, and I guess a DLC for a game, even if you play it. Which whole lot of the world, yeah, they play it. Me, nah, not in general. Hold on.
Hold on. But yeah, I don't even own a Switch. I just feel like the prices in Europe is too expensive.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, my sister just woke up, so that's always fun. She does that a lot. Uh, Waking up early. She goes to sleep freaking late, then wakes up early. I think she only gets like 5 hours of sleep half the time. Ready to go. Anyway, uh, the thing about the family membership though that I think is like really good, honestly, is that it's for 8 people. So 7 other people you can give that membership to. If you think about it, $80 a year, 8 people, that's $10 like per person for a year. It's a very good deal.
But what
If
if
you
you
give
don't
all
have
those people.
friends
I guess that really depends.
or
But
family because they have an accident? Cough, cough. I mean, what?
I mean, you got plenty to go with there. I mean, hold on. Cool. Uh you got plenty to go with. And let's say I have a few friends who'd probably use it if I ask them. Like say if like, hey, I'm gonna spend $80 for this family membership. Do you want it? They're like, yeah, I mean, they probably tell me no because like, no, no, I don't want to owe money. Like, I don't want to be like owned or anything, owing anything. Which like, can I just not do something nice for people?
No. How dare you be nice?
I always did hate that though. I always did hate when it's like you want to do something and they're like, no, I don't want to owe you money or anything like that. I want to be like all that kind of thing. They're like, no, you're not gonna owe money. It's me being nice. Like, just take it and enjoy the thing I'm giving you.
Enjoy it.
Like, I'm gonna say this. I'm not going to just readily give things out all the time. I'm not one of those people just like give out a ton of money to people or get random gifts for a bunch of people. I'm not that kind of person. But when I do, it's not gonna be a problem. I'm kind of in a position where I can do it. I'm just not going to do it a lot because obviously I still need money. Like I still pay things. But, so I'm saying like I have from my current list like let's see. One, two,
All I owe you for the Resident Evil games is that we
three,
play them.
four, five, maybe six, uh, seven. I found my 7 people already. If that I would ask if they'd be interested, and this only accounts for people who are not already in a family membership, which I don't know if they could probably leave theirs and then join yours, but yeah. And I don't think it comes to a like I don't think you need to have a whatever same address or something like Spotify.
Yeah, that is such a stupid thing. I dislike when they say, "Oh, you need to live in." Like, why?
Like you need to live in the same household. I mean, it's basically that's the whole point of a family membership. Like, hey, it's supposed to be for people in the same household to
Yeah,
have at
but
it.
my family doesn't live in the same house. They live in a different country.
I don't know.
Like,
It's usually why whenever me and my friends use it, or like when M1 uses it, like, we just like put the same address. We just decide, hey, let's just use one of our addresses and just go for it. Whoever's buying it, put in your address, and then everybody else put in the same address.
yeah,
That of course goes for if we're close enough friends to where we're okay giving out address. If it's say I don't know, me and someone online, like yeah, we'll think of an address. Like we'll look for somewhere random, put it there.
yeah. So trust me, think I'm gonna invade his house or something? Shaking my head.
Well, you know, I don't see that happening in a million years.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to invade your house.
It's not even that. You're too lazy to even hop on a plane. I mean, money, so that much makes sense, but still.
Like you could probably tell me everything about you, and I would be like, yeah, I'm coming one day to murder you, but not now. Too busy. Like,
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, the thing people are mad about when it comes to the expansion pack and everything is just like to them they think that's too much money just for old games like 64 games and Genesis and Mega Drive, whatever. Like too much money for that kind of thing.
I think
But I
what
mean, you
bothers
get.
people also is that if you end the membership, you don't keep the expansion pack. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're in the membership, you don't get the other bits. I mean, what I think they should do is have, yeah, they should have like a three-tier. Like they should have the original package, the original and expansion, and then just expansion. So if you just don't care about the other stuff, you just want the expansion stuff, just pay for that. Which in this case will probably be 30 because we're taking the two out of the equation. It'd be 30 per year. So, but still, I mean, hey, it's there. I don't know. I mean,
or I have a better idea for people. Just buy the expansion or the DLC. Because in the end,
okay,
that's
when it
gonna
comes to
be.
that DLC, yeah, yeah. When it comes to the Animal Crossing DLC, just buy the DLC because I mean it's just yours. I mean, if you're worried about hey, if I drop this, then it's like hey, I'll lose the DLC. Just buy the DLC.
Yeah, like
And besides, it's not like it's exactly gone. It's like you can get it if you want the other games too, and you're like, hey, I want to try this DLC. Sure. And what I mean by expansion pack, I'm talking about like the whole thing, not just the DLC. That's what expansion pack is. But
I feel like they should
yeah,
remove. Like if they say this that like me, I don't play Animal Crossing. I want expansion pack. Why would I want to have the DLC for Animal Crossing if I don't play it? Like that's
I mean, it's
another.
just a part of it. I mean, I don't even know if it's factored into the cost really, but I mean, it's just there. But like I said, at
They
that
should.
point, I mean,
They don't really need to add that in as a thing. Like in the long run, I think it's anyway cheaper to buy the DLC.
yeah, it is. I think. Hold on, let me get my Switch. Make a lot of this talk a lot easier.
My pizza is very good, guys. Oh, it's very good. Actually, oh,
Okay, let's look this up.
hmm.
I have 4% battery on my Switch because I have not been keeping it anywhere near the charger. I like put it on my shelf and I haven't used it since. I'm trying to plug it up right now so let's get some charge in it. And this charger does not support. Great. Let me look this up then. Okay, so Switch Online. Let me look this up.
Yep.
See, there's like a monthly price.
But while he is
Okay.
looking that up, we probably can move on to the next topic because I feel like.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm already there.
Yeah,
At least I'm pretty sure. Okay, actually, I just realized I don't think I can. Does this
as I
come out?
said,
Actually, I don't think it actually. Hold on. When does this come out? Because I don't even know if it's even there. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not.
probably not related. It's probably
It's not. Or
it's
let me
probably
look.
coming out
Maybe
like
it
next
is.
week when it's like um
October
and
25th. Yeah, next week. So I mean, it won't even be here. But
maybe have a price tag though.
it's not
For
there on there, and I have to power off my Switch because it's almost dead. Oh boy.
LC.
Power off. Turn off. Okay. See if this is plugged. Is that good? I wonder if that's plugged in. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Uh, yeah. Let me see. I think I just saw some that said the price. Okay, on its own, the DLC will cost $25.
We're saying it's cheaper to buy the fucking DLC in the long run.
Kind of, because you're at. Well, no. Yes and no. I mean, if you're going overall, yeah, but I mean, if you're going for like the yearly price is an extra $30 for both the DLC and the new online games. So, kind of no. Hmm. Because really, I'd say it'd be good if you're already planning to get the games anyway, you could get the expansion and be like, hey, you got the DLC, you could just play it, see if you like it. If you like it, buy it. Then it's yours.
Yeah.
Another thing people are kind of upset about is that when it comes down to it, they think that like, oh, hey, it's just online only. It's Nintendo Switch online, stuff like it's only online. You can't play those games on the go. Like you can, you just have to log in online real quick. So it's like, if I remember correctly, it's that you have to log in every 2 weeks into the Switch Online thing. So you have to like load up the 64. Let's say you want to play 64 games, load up that like that portion online, and then you can go wherever for say 2 weeks with no internet, and it'll work. And then afterwards, it will expire and say, hey, you need to go online to play this, and then you do it again. So
Mm.
you can still play on the go.
Yep. But I feel like we talked too much about Nintendo today.
Really, we haven't. It's not really a problem.
Yeah, I feel like I want a Switch, and it's always so expensive. So I'm sad now.
I mean, they did decrease it, especially in Europe. They did decrease it by what, 10, $20?
Ah,
They
yes,
did lower the price.
yes.
I
From
mean, okay,
from 320 to 300. Yes, perfect decrease.
yay. I mean, that's for you guys. For me, it was like 300 down to two. What was it? 270?
Yeah, it's like, oh, but decrease the price. Okay, how much? $30.
Hmm.
So it was not really a decrease. It was just like,
I mean, kind of is a decrease, but it's like it's to the point where it doesn't even matter.
yeah, it's like, so I can buy like some, maybe a few, like a fucking, I can buy some sodas. I have 2 meals for a week, or a meal for a week now. We can just lower the price.
The thing that always pissed me off during like Black Friday deals for those is that,
They were
or
not
whenever the
lowered.
sale, it, the overall price wasn't, but they added things to it is the issue. Like it's like if you bought a Switch for 300, it's like, hey, their deal is, hey, we'll add this game and maybe two, or also we'll add two games to the list, and you still pay 300, but you get these games too. It's like, technically that is a deal. Yes. Problem. At the time, I couldn't afford $300. Like, can you please go a little bit lower than that just for the Switch alone? Like, damn. And then the light came out. I'm like, oh, I could probably get the light. Like, that's not a problem. And then it's like, oh, you can't output to video with this thing. And I'd like to use the Switch for content. So
Yeah. Have you used your Switch that much except for Breath of the Wild and like one Animal Crossing stream you did?
I did two Animal Crossing streams, first of all. And also did Phoenix Wright, which I'm planning on continuing sometime soon. Because I feel
Yeah,
like I
but
actually
Phoenix
have time to
Wright
do it
is
now.
not PlayStation Nintendo exclusive, so
It's not, but I don't really care either way. I have it on there, is my point.
yeah.
So they got that. Uh, I plan on doing more Zeldas in the future because I'm pretty sure the next Zelda after Link to the Past is Link's Awakening. Either that or it's is that Link's Awakening next or it's the Oracle games? I think it's Link's Awakening next. So
I
basically,
don't
I
know.
play the one I'm on now, and then I go to Link's Awakening, which I'll play on the Switch instead of playing the Game Boy Color one.
Still just hate on poor innocent Tinkle,
Tinkle's an asshole.
Twinkle. What is his name again? Don't remember.
Tinkle, Tingle. I think it's Tingle.
See,
Tinkle, Tinkle.
he's so useless. No one cares about his name. It's like,
Everybody likes the guy until he charges you money, and then you hate him.
it's like, oh, look at this nice guy. He looks so wonderful. Then you're like, hey, you need to talk with this guy. He knows how to decipher these maps. Oh, okay. He's so nice. Hi, I want to decipher this map. Yeah, that would be 400 rupees. Like, can't what?
5,000. Okay for Game Boy or Game Boy for the GameCube. Thanks, Swede. For the GameCube, it's 5,000. For the Wii U, it's 3,000. So thanks, Swede. When I asked you, hey, which one should I play? You said GameCube. I should have picked Wii U for two reasons. One, because it had,
Next, you would
it had some
never
better
hate me,
controls
right?
in a way. Well, not exactly better controls. It had some decenter controls, and cheaper. And they don't even have Triforce charts. They just have Triforce pieces. So you gave me an extra step by playing the older version.
Oh, and sounds like you complain a little bit.
See, I for people jumping and wondering, yeah, I quit. I quit for the moment playing Wind Waker. I'll return back to it when I get to it.
Which is from 25 to 30 years from now.
Well, there's a lot of games in between now and then, so I have a lot of stuff to play before I get back to Wind Waker. I don't want to play more Zelda games faster, just like it's taking me a bit because I've been focusing on other stuff.
Yeah, talk about Zelda, we need to do a randomizer again.
We do. I want to do a multi-world instead of doing online, where whenever one of us gets something, it helps us both. I want to get a multi-world set up because what it does is that
Yeah.
we're in two different dimensions, and we have basically in my shop, for example, if I go to a shop, it'll say whatever, like World 2, and you would be World 2, I'd be World 1. So it'll be like, this item is in World 2, so I have to buy things so you get it, and you had to buy things so I get it. And if you unlock something, like, hey, this is for World 1 things, like, so it's just for me, it's not for you. If you like, open a chest and it gives me that, not you. So it's more a sense of like trying to help each other, but you're in different worlds instead of like you both get the same thing.
Yeah, because we're very good at co-op.
I'm just saying, I think it'd be fun just to try multi-world instead of online. Because
Oh,
online is fun, but
I
multi-world
feel
does
like
sound pretty
3 people
challenging.
would be more fun.
Three would be more fun. We would have to find a third person to help out. I don't know anyone who would though.
Because it feels like if it's 3 people, it would be so more annoying in a sense because it's like you sit in there like, oh look, I found the oh it's for World 2. Okay, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it'd be
like
fun.
wait, so how do they work? How do
Hmm.
so is every item possible to get for everyone, or is it like? But that would
It's just
be
like I think everything has its own world deal. I mean, it's like it'll tell you like in the shop, it'll tell you what world it's for, and in the whatever it is, and whenever you unlock it, it'll say the same thing. So again, if you open a chest or if you kill an enemy and you grab it, I don't think consumables count. I think those are just always you, but actual items like key items
you're just
don't
filling
count.
up your fucking sticks because I just find one guy finds sticks and then your sticks goes up and you're like, can you stop finding sticks?
Yeah. At least in this case, if I get a fairy, I can keep the fairy instead of or I get a bug instead of having to worry about getting fairies. Because the way in online that me and you would do it is like we'd collect the fairies, and then it's just like, hey, you die. Well, it's okay.
But
I
yeah,
just got a fairy.
before we start doing a multi-one, we must need to complete a normal one first. A normal
I
randomizer.
wouldn't call it normal considering multi world came out first. So
Yeah,
for me,
but
multi world is normal.
okay, but like I feel like we should complete the easy mode before we do the hard mode.
I mean, okay, we'll try to complete OOT online. Which are we gonna have to restart a new one? Because I mean, now I know before I said I wanted to go back to one we were already on because it wasn't that bad. But now I actually don't know what we were doing. I knew then when I said that. Now I don't really know.
Wasn't it about the hammer? Was it the hammer we had issues with? Was it the
I don't
one
know if
with
that
the
was the
hammer?
one before it or not. I don't remember.
Yeah, okay. So our
Let's
dear,
see.
we're gonna restart the run, I think, again.
Yeah, I guess we keep restarting after we don't know because it's been too long. I mean, the
That
first time
and
wasn't our fault. The first time was actually because they switched systems. So they went from BlizzHawk or BizHawk, whatever it's called, to Mupen 64, like different emulators. So we had to switch because the saves weren't compatible.
yeah. Then I think the second run, I think the issue was that the item we needed got locked in. in the castle.
I know one of them we stopped because we couldn't get past the King Zora, and now I know how to do it, and I'm like, damn it, we could have actually continued. Another one was because we were trying to get into Zoro's domain. I didn't know about the chicken, about getting it on a chicken, and then you can just like fly into the waterfall anyway, because we didn't have Zelda's lullaby.
Yeah,
Depressing.
but now we have learned the tricks and oh yeah,
Yeah,
did we start with have we started with Zelda's Lullaby lately or no?
I think we start with that. We
Yeah.
can always stop anytime you want, but I mean, we usually have it as a starting just
Yeah, I
to
feel like that's a good
secure it.
story item, mostly because it's like that's what the one that would hinder us the most unless we
Yeah. Anyway,
that
yeah,
and
we can
Rito's
basically just do that
letter.
at some point. Yeah. Not really.
Wait,
We don't really need Rudo's letter. We don't need it. It would just save me a headache. But really, I just open it. Really, I just have the guy open. So I'm like, hey, just, you know,
is it
go
that one
open
time
it.
you fucked it up somehow?
I don't know how I did that. I'm like, hey, it's open. Like, you know, the King's Door is open. And then we go over there. It's like, he's not open. I have to do the glitch.
And you succeeded like 3 or 4 times, and one time you just swam too far. So you
Well, really, that's the thing. You actually have to run a little far because you have to go because there's a out of bounds like water element, and you actually have to keep going, and you'll fall, and then you have to enter the other water element that's under there, and then you can swim up
yeah.
to
But I
the
think it was
path.
that you swam too far, so you fell out instead of going to the second element.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my own fault, but whatever. That's the
It was kind of
past.
fun watching him like the clip from that. That was just like, yeah,
I kind of wish I had. I mean, I still have my own solo one, which I'm thinking about restarting because I mean, it's like I don't remember what I was doing in that one either. I still have the archive on my drive because I was gonna highlight it at some point.
yeah.
But I was focusing on the ones that we did and it's not the first one. I have a lot of highlight projects. Okay,
I mean, I come to that. I need
there's a
to
lot of
do
randomizers that I have to finish. I have to freaking finish. You know, we have to do an Ocarina of Time. I have to keep working on the Resident Evil one. I have to keep working on the Pokemon one. I have to restart that one.
again.
I mean, the second time. I didn't ever start the second one.
Yeah, you fucked up the Nuzlocke.
Yeah, because I didn't know about cut and the fact that you can't teach anyone I had cut. And I didn't really understand the rules entirely. Now I understand it better. So never gonna
Yeah,
get a good as Pokemon as I got Abra though. Abra was a freaking godsend and terrible.
like Abra has teleport. That's it.
Well, no, he had it was randomized stuff. So I got like confusion and
Ooh,
what was it?
confusion is
There's
fun.
two psychic abilities. It was confusion and one that started with a P, I think. But
Psychic.
I don't know. All I know is that there were one hit kills every time. They would always one hit kill everything. And it got to the point where, I mean, even gym leaders, it was easy to blast through gyms with just him. He would solo everyone. Like, it was just super easy. I mean, it would get to either one hit kill or two hit kill. Would just always do it.
And let me guess, he died.
And again, crits like crazy. No, he never died. Uh, the problem is that whenever I wanted to get a wild Pokemon, I couldn't for a while. I couldn't do it for a while because he
You
kept
used the
one killing
wrong.
everything.
You should
I didn't
just.
have I didn't have anything that would actually do it. I didn't have anything that would actually like hit him, do lower damage. And at the time, I didn't know, hey, lower level Pokemon, you could just throw a ball at them and they'll get caught anyway without any damage. Didn't know that. Now I do. And another thing is that later I learned Headbutt, I think, and that did very little damage. So it's like that is good. That's a good thing to use for catching wild Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
anyway, that's that. I got to do that at some point. As for continuing on in our topic list, because we do need to continue on. Um,
Fridges. Talk about fridge.
all right, we'll talk about the fridge, and then I guess we'll talk about the fridge. Uh, the fridge. Oh, hold on, let me mark that one out because we got done talking about it. Damn it, hold on. Okay. Sorry, I keep having people talk to me. Anyway, can't get anything without that. Like I said, I'm gonna get a door, and they're still gonna open the door, not gonna knock anything. Just like open the door, like, hey, like, hmm. And I'm gonna lock the door, and they're gonna have somebody beating on the door, like, hey, hey, let me in, let me in, let me in. The door's
And
gonna do
that's
nothing
why
this
you
time.
should have like a shotgun trap. I'm like, what?
Yeah, those are no. That's illegal, and that's an entire court case, by the way, which I'm sure is where you got that from.
Wait, what?
That's an actual court case. Shotgun trap. It was a guy who set up a shotgun trap in his house for burglars, and someone broke into his house and was actually planning to steal and do all this other stuff, and they got caught in the trap for the shotgun trap. So yeah, even though yeah, it was in a way a sense like he was doing it for self defense reasons, it was still ruled as bad because you know
It was actually the
you just had to get the guy stopped. All you had to do was basically you know
what they
as they
should have
say get
used is
under
an
your
air,
control.
like a air, like one of those bean bags guns.
Beanbag. What? You mean airsoft?
No, bean bag, like you know those that shoots
Oh,
like one of those
beanbags.
like t-shirt guns also like because those hurt apparently if you hit someone with
I would
them.
just say the rubber ball.
Eh, a big
I
bean
mean,
bag.
those hurt too. No, those hurt worse. Rubber ball ones. Those hurt worse.
We need to test this
Actually,
out.
rubber balls on that
We
one.
need to shoot people with bean bags on and rubber ball.
I mean, if you find like a war area, like people have like airsoft wars, and you can probably find someone who like do stuff with those and play with that. Then you can do it
Yes,
as long as it was legally sanctioned. You're fine.
legally, yes, of course. Everything is
Speaking of
legal.
airsoft, I don't know where the hell mine went.
Yeah.
Hmm. Anyway, uh, so the thing we were originally going to talk about here, but like I said, shotgun trap. Look it up. The shotgun
Yeah,
trap case.
I got
Pretty good.
mine from movies and games
I'm
and
I'm
stuff.
I'm pretty sure it was actually a Florida case. Doesn't surprise me if it was. Okay.
It's like Florida is just like a place that just
Don't
exists
go.
for the sake of
We're just well,
existing. Like there is
stupid
no.
people.
It's like Florida. Just I said this on stream. It's like Florida is just seems like a place that is like it's not actually real. It's like an imaginary place that everyone knows about. Because
Yeah,
I feel like everything you hear about it is like that can't be real.
is sadly. Uh, but yeah.
A little bit we think it is.
All right. Anyway, let's go and continue on with the next thing. So Xbox, when they created their Series X, the first thing everybody said was that they want to make jokes. So for PlayStation, the PS5 was a router. I'll agree, it does look like a router. I've actually found some that look exactly like it. And then you have the Series X, where everybody called it a mini fridge. Hey, it's just a little fridge. It's a mini fridge thing. And then Xbox, like the pro that they are, I'm saying this like marketing wise, because PlayStation, you need to do this. You need to make a router that looks exactly like your PS5 just for the jokes. They're not. They're not much of a joking company. Xbox made a fridge, a 6 foot, 400 pound fridge. Yes, because I know the details because it's on their website. Like a huge fridge with LEDs and everything, like lights up, all that stuff. That looks like a Series X, full fridge. And they gave that away to a few people, and some celebrities have it, stuff like that. It's not available for purchase for consumer, I don't think. And then finally, they make a mini fridge.
Which I feel like it's better. At least for us.
It would be for us. I mean, the thing is, the mini fridge was $100, which I guess is more for brand than anything.
That's not
Um,
like too expensive.
it's not too expensive, really. I mean, the
Like
main thing you're paying for also is the LEDs and stuff like that,
Yeah,
And it
like,
also has a USB port in the front to actually charge stuff. Because you can't charge
ayo.
using the fridge.
Fuck, I said it again.
Huh?
I've started to say ayo too much.
But you can charge through the front. Which the thing that's funny about that is that somebody had like a video where they plugged in their controller, like, I have the controller, like plugged in. It's like, now I'm playing the Xbox, like, sure. Anyway, uh, you can do that, and I forget how much it holds. I think it's like 12 cans. I think is the max it holds.
Huh?
I think it holds 12 cans. Not
I
like cans like you
don't
guys
know.
have, where it's like gigantic cans. I'm talking about like the littler ones. Which I have a can in front of me if you want to know the actual size. Uh, hold on. Actually, hold on. A can holds for yeah, again, 355 milliliter in general. But holds that, has LEDs, lights up like it looks like that. All cool. I was actually really wanting one. We know scalpers. The second it came out, which was yesterday, I think. Uh, the second it didn't come out yesterday, like for pre-order. Like they were taking pre-orders yesterday. It comes out in December. Yeah, it went out instantly.
Yeah, that's
So
bullshit.
even fridges are getting scalped. The thing is about it though, I mean the thing about it is that the problem with like say consoles is that they need to have like all these chips and like silicone and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, we have a huge
So
shortage
when
right now with chips.
Xbox could you be like, oh, okay, we don't have fridge for now, but if you wait like a month, we may have a new
Yeah,
batch ready to order that may come in, say, January.
maybe, yeah. I mean they could basically do that. I mean, because like I said, with this, like it's too much like with a console, so it's gonna take a while to get
Yeah, and
restocked again.
with the PlayStation issues, it's more like the silicone, I think.
Well, both is because silicone is for everything. That's how you make chips and PCBs and all this other stuff. Like you need silicone, and there's a giant shortage in general.
I don't know how did that happen so fast. It's like it
Got
was
little
just
dogs going nuts in the other room.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the dogs, but
Anyway,
you know.
but yeah, like I said, everything that requires chips and it's gonna like produced is gonna take a while. It's gonna have issues like stock wise. I mean, hell, that's why we have such, scalping issues in the moment. GPUs costing like $2,000 when the original one was like 800 original price. Look at you, the 30 series.
Yeah,
So yeah, but point is, yeah, even though this got scalped, even though it got taken early, it shouldn't be too long. I mean, the only thing that to worry about is like the probably need a chip or two for like the lights, because it does have like LEDs and everything in it, and to like set up the circuitry for cooling and all that kind of stuff. Like that stuff alone, and it won't take that much to for one unit only. So it's like instead of one unit on a console, so you have a lot more room. Also, the USB charging, because they added USB charge, so it
yay.
won't be as long to do that. So I'd say we'll get it maybe another month or two. We'll get like another batch.
Yeah,
Point is, I would love to have it, and it's a little bit taller than the actual Series X because obviously it's a mini fridge. It wants to
yeah.
include more. A little bit taller. And what's funny?
How many cans do you think you could fit? Like, say if you emptied out the Xbox Series X, how many cans do you think you could fit in the Xbox X?
Itself.
Yeah, like if you took out
Yeah, okay.
the
If you took
inside.
out the actual hardware, I can find that right now. Hold on. Okay, so one, two, so two across and back, so four. So about four. Hold on. About eight, maybe? No, no. 8 to 10
Is it laying down or standing up?
standing up.
But I think you will get
Eight
in
to
more
ten,
if you could lay them down, or is that one too small
maybe.
for?
I'm just saying because like I have two cans in front of me right now, so I could like if I put two of them next to each other, then it fits on both sides. Two next to each other, so that's four on the bottom, and then if I stack it up, it has room for that, and you might be able to fit some on the top.
Hmm.
So that might be
And
from
how many
8
cans
to
did you
20
say
cans.
the Xbox fridge would have?
12.
It's not that, can't be that much bigger then.
It's not that much bigger. It's a little bit above it.
Yeah,
It's enough to do one thing, which I'm gonna try to send you a video if I find it real quick, because I find it freaking hilarious.
yeah,
I may have already sent it to you, but
yeah.
I'm trying to look for it real quick.
But I have a more important question. How many frogs can you
Mm-hmm.
put in the fridge?
That's the question you're just going to figure out.
But I want my frog.
Hold on, try to find this.
I want a frog.
Hold on a minute.
And with this, I've been talking about frogs. Uh, this was
I
why I
keep wanting to
want.
keep going until we were waiting,
Yeah.
because you don't want silence.
The but here's the thing about frogs. We're going into the next part, which is my Minecraft Live. I was gonna say Minecraft, but then I was like, no, wait, it's not Minecraft, it's Minecraft.
Yeah, it's not.
Wasn't it called Minecraft from the beginning? No, it was called
I
Minecraft
mean,
Earth.
it's still. Hold on.
Yeah, the Minecraft is the convention part, but Minecraft Live, I think, is just the live stream. I don't know. I don't know anything. But we're gonna talk about the new features coming in 1.19, and there is
Yeah, just give me a quick second and we'll do that. I'm sending you this video
yeah,
of what I want to show you. It's on Reddit. It's on Twitter too, but I couldn't find the thing I posted.
yeah.
But yeah.
I wanna ask you this: what mob did you want the most
Hmm?
of the three new ones? So you
LA.
okay?
LA.
So we're on the same side here.
I actually really like that one. I'm like, ooh. So I'm glad it won.
Yeah,
Okay.
here's the
Let me load
thing
up
though
the
for me. I was for
feature.
the Glare and the Ally because both of them felt like a little bit useful.
The Golem didn't like. I wanted it as like a, because I was like, oh, a
Yeah,
little
it's good.
cute up
Here,
Golem. It's like it's only good in appearance. It's not good in like use.
Nexus is it low or is it just
I
this?
don't know. What are you talking about?
This is your low, but you almost get low. I don't get why it's so low.
I
Wait,
don't know. Seems fine to me. I'm
uh,
in I'm in yellow hitting red sometimes when I talk louder.
you are, but on my stream you're not. You, uh,
Hmm.
it's almost 200 on my stream on Discord.
I have no idea. God, it's hard to scroll up and find these damn things.
Yeah. But yeah, so with the glare, okay, so I'm gonna take all the mob votes that we got. I would like to talk about that. The glare I like because it's like I sometimes feel like I miss so many spots in my house or something, and there's always a random mob spawning. And I'm like, where is it? And I don't use F3 because it's like, yes, I run with F3 open all the time, but I don't sit and look at the light level all the time because there's so much text, and my focus is on the coordinates and sometimes what biome I am in if I'm looking for a specific biome.
I'm trying to look at this damn article, and it's no longer there. Damn.
With the ally, which if I understood it right, it's not gonna be able to take. I don't know if it's true or not, but some people claim that it's not gonna be able to carry. It's either gonna be able to carry one stack of stuff or
Fucking Minecraft side's down.
the Minecraft side is down.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to the recap article, and it says that the page no longer exists.
Minecraft live live live.
Fine. Again, it was a very extensive recap. That was a problem. Like I was wanting to use
Okay,
it, but
I'm
it
on the side
keeps
now.
saying says we can't find the page you're looking for.
But yeah, I'm still on the mob vote, which is the glare, the ally, Again, the ally felt useful to me. Like the ally and the glare felt the most useful, and as next I said, the golem didn't really feel useful. Like I said this to someone, it's like the glare is for those that doesn't use F3 or cannot use F3 or doesn't use it that often.
Well, what would F3 be useful for? I mean, that doesn't.
F3 you
What part
can
would that
check
do?
the light level.
I guess, but I don't really pay attention to that part. I never.
Exactly, nor do I. That's why I feel like the glare was
Well,
a
I
little bit.
never knew that was even a feature of F3. I always just use like in mods, use F6 or whatever, and it shows actual the yellow lines on the floor.
Yeah, but now the glare is meant to do the same. The glare was meant to do. Where it showing where they respond, and I'm like, okay, that's neat.
Okay, so got this.
Um, then
Yeah.
like carrying stuff, which is good to a degree if it can pick up like because many times you go to like mine and then fill up your inventory with gravel.
Yeah.
At least you get an extra stack of gravel or not gravel, cobble.
Right.
And then you have the iron golem or not iron, the copper golem, which I said this, it's good for map makers, and that's kind of the issue why I don't like
I
it too much.
guess. I mean, it's kind of just like all you do is you give it what like a was it a copper nugget or something? Like you give it that, and it will push a button.
Yeah,
That's
which
all I.
again, works probably neatly in some map because it can be. No, it said it's gonna randomly press buttons,
Mm, yeah.
which makes it even worse. It's like, okay, I'm gonna build a trap. This golem is gonna guard me, and then press the button. You're like, fuck. Then of course, yeah, as I said, the ally was the best in my opinion.
Yeah. So basically, you have that. So you basically already mentioned the other two. That's what they do. The whole point of what was it called? The glare.
We went to
What's it called?
dark places and
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like what it was called.
it's
I don't
just
know. Point
depressing.
is, whatever the hell it was called. Yeah, you basically have it. It doesn't like the dark. Is the thing. It actually doesn't like it. So it would basically go over, like fly over to an area where it's dark. Is to say like in your house or somebody will fly over there, like hey, it's kind of dark over here. So
Yeah.
hey, you need to light that area up. Like
Yeah,
that's
do
basically
you
its
know what the
purpose.
best part someone said now is like, why would he go to dark places if he doesn't like it? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, if you don't like it, why are you going over there to stare at me very aggressively? Like,
I don't know.
like,
You have that, and then you have the ally, which I like a lot.
and it's cute.
Basically, if you give it a certain item, a droppable item, it can't be something in like a chest or anything like that. It has to be something that drops. So you give it that, and it will go around picking up that dropped item. And it can't mine blocks or anything like that. It just basically, if it sees that item on the ground, like as like it dropped or something, like say you kill spider and then you give it the web anytime, or you give the string anytime you kill spiders and you avoid it, like if you don't grab it, that ally will go grab it for you and then bring it to you.
And
So in case you're like trying to stack up on that stuff.
yeah, and apparently it's
Or
gonna be
Enderman.
good for like a item thing where if you give it, like, people gonna find a way to use it as a hopper, like a moving hopper. It's like
I'm not
because
sure if that would work. So I mean, it can't put stuff in chests necessarily. It
no,
can put
but
stuff on top of note blocks.
yeah, and that's where it's like there's
I don't think
probably a
that would
way
work because I mean it would just sit on the note block. You can't have it like go into anything.
people will
I mean,
find
I guess you
ways.
could. You probably could because you can probably give it that, and then in the end have everything get put over there or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
but the question is how much far from the note block. Say if it's 2 blocks from the note block, you could put a hopper above the note block.
I just don't think that would work. But I don't know.
I don't know if it's on
Anyway,
the. All I know is that it's gonna take stuff to a note block. I don't know if it's gonna put it on a note block.
well, I mean, yeah, it's gonna take it over there. Like it's gonna drop it. Like it'll basically just like throw it onto it. Like, it's not gonna place it or anything. It'll just put it there.
You're seeing fucking an ally just throwing spider webs at.
Uh,
Yeah. And then of course, as we said, the golem useless. Like There is
I
no
mean,
proper
the good
use.
thing about it, the good thing I like about the LA though is that I mean you got that. It also likes music, so if you play like on note blocks or anything like that, it will start dancing. So
Mm.
you'll like see it dance around and everything. So like, hey, it's way better. So you can say it's more adorable and it's useful. It's useful. So best of both worlds. Definitely the thing to vote for.
Yeah, I mean all mobs were cute in a sense. I fucking liked
And
Glad too. It was cute too.
I don't know, zombie piglin doesn't look all that great, nor does
Not
the
all mobs.
fuglin.
I mean in the mob mode, you
Uh huh.
fucker.
Sure. Anyway, so you got that. Then you have other stuff that was added or that is going to be added. So they talked about the
The one
Caves
point.
of Cliffs Part 2 1.18
I think
that
the
will launch
part.
later this year.
Ooh, have you seen the? I watched a video about the snapshots from Ant Venom yesterday, and
Mm,
my God, I've not played in the new with the lower part of the map yet. I've not
I
played
have.
Minecraft. Yeah. Oh God, it's gonna be
I
so
mean, my
amazing.
server runs off of that. I mean, I basically run off of like 1.17 with the data pack, so it just like gives you the entire
Yeah.
caves below.
But soon we don't need the data pack anymore. Soon we can actually
I mean, when it
play
comes
them.
to 18, yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 1.18, in my opinion, is probably going to be one of the best updates in a long while when it comes to a lot of
yeah, because
things.
we basically get it official of getting like the underneath. Because 1.17 was just the items and the blocks, like that's all they added. Then 18 will get the new biome stuff, so we'll get like everything underground, and you'll get new, the cliffs part, which is basically like a ton of them, different biomes for each like cliff, and also you can get ones that can go all the way up to the build height, like actual mountains that go all the way to the top of the build height, or at least the original build height. So like 250 or whatever, 255. They will go all the way up to that, and then you can build on top of it because now the build height's like 320. So
Yeah.
so basically you can build on top of it. Like, hey, you have a giant castle in the sky or whatever you want. So
And then and I love that achievement where you need to jump from the top of the world down to bedrock.
yeah, imagine making a quarry all the way down below and just like, well, time to go from build height to bottom.
Apparently, you have to dive, which is sad.
Yeah, it's not like the Spider-Man games, like the say Spider-Man 3 or later. Spider-Man 2, you still died. Spider-Man 3, if you landed, you lived. So if you went from the Empire State Building and jumped off,
Mm.
which I kind of miss that. I like the idea of jumping down, and then like when you hit the ground, it's just like you hit. It's like, oh, hits on the knees, dead. Like, oh, like, well, Spidey probably should have took control there.
Yeah.
You have webs for a reason. Anyway,
And then you have,
uh,
and then when it comes to 1.19. Okay, I want to because we're still on the like 1.18, which this mob was meant to come in 1.17, 1.18.
well, the whole thing, like the mob and the deep dark biome.
Yeah, the
So
deep dark
basically,
cities, and of course the warden.
yeah, that's gonna be a little fun because I mean that comes out 1.19. Because they were gonna do it 18, but it got pushed out, got delayed. So they'll put in the update after,
Which I can
which I'm okay
kind
with.
of
It's
see
fine.
it. I can see. I feel like it's a lot to because they're gonna add in a literal new mechanic into the game, which has like gonna change it a little bit.
Yeah.
That was one thing, and when I'm talking about also is like, are we gonna be able to chase the warden also like we can do with Enderman, or no? Because that's
I don't know. I haven't really looked up a lot about them.
yeah. But here's the thing: it's such a big thing. So like with Enderman, you can just build a two height block thing and then stand under it to kill them. Are we gonna be able to do the same thing with the warden, or
I don't know.
I
Be
hope
nice if
they
they added like an
somehow
AOE.
make it that it can destroy blocks. That would be like,
Oh.
oh fuck,
Ooh.
Make it like a
You know,
like the idea of a wither, but more like it breaks it with with its arms. Instead of it blowing it up like the wither, but it starts smacking if you try to hide from it under its block, and it knows it. It starts breaking the blocks to get to you.
that'd be something.
You just stand there in a corridor, see the fucking warden move towards you, and you're like, I'm dead. But yeah, Warden is probably the one that got me the most excited last year when they first announced about 1.17. Was that 2 years ago?
Oh my god.
But
I don't know.
yeah, 1.17 has definitely been my is definitely. I have not played 1.17 yet. Actually, I have. I played the chaos mode on it.
Right.
When 18 comes out, oh my god.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
No, wait, I need to do more chaos mode. Next, we need to do a chaos mode together.
Yeah, not entirely sure how good co-op will work with that, but we'll give it a shot. I
I
was
mean,
gonna do it at some
it
point,
is a
but
possible thing to
some
do,
stuff
but
going on.
like, I don't know how to do it, so you will have to set that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No, I think I'm gonna be getting a new stuff in the future. I just saw this
out of context.
I just saw this. I'm like, ooh, Razor gear. They're making Halo themed Razor stuff.
Halo
And apparently,
Racer themed stuff.
and then apparently, AMD is having a limited edition graphics card for Halo Infinite.
Huh.
So that's
Why would
nice.
you want to have a limited edition graphic card?
Because why not?
Why?
Because why not?
You're not gonna
They do
sit
it a
and
lot.
look at the graphic
Yeah,
card.
you are. You can see it. I mean, hell, if you have a glass pane on the side, yeah, I do.
You,
My computer has a glass pane on the side.
I
Well,
don't
it's
give a
not
fuck
glass. It's
about your glass pane, boy.
you can still see it.
I don't give a fuck about seeing. I'm blind.
Sucks for you. One is yes, people would like to, and a lot of people have it on their desk so they can literally just look straight into it at all times. Me, I don't have the space for that, so I have to put it down below on the bottom portion of my desk. But speaking of, I forgot of the computer real quick before we move on to the next bit of the Minecraft because we have to talk about 1.19. Uh, Speaking of my computer, my RAM should be here very soon.
Very, very
And after we get
soon.
off of this, I'm going to be shutting my computer down to replace my RAM. For any computer
Just
people
don't
here, I'm
ram it,
upgrading from
okay?
16 to 32. Yeah, because I'm upgrading from 16 to 32, and the millihertz is going from 32 to 3600. So it'll be
Yay!
faster RAM, and it'll be more RAM. So happy with
I
that.
think Nexus is insane.
Nah, it's just fun. Okay, so let me go back to that
So I
page so
think
I
we're
can.
back now. We can start talking about the 1.19
Yeah.
more.
So 1.19 is the wild update where we add a few things, such as let's see
Really
here. We
wild
have
update.
okay. So basically, we'll talk about the blocks of the mobs because the deep dark we already mentioned that's coming in it.
I forgot to mention the stuff in the new block in the deep dark, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm doing.
What was it called? I forgot the name of it already.
I don't know, but we'll just keep going with this. So basically, for the new ones in the wild update, we'll have mud, which apparently people are super freaking happy about. I don't really care. Like, okay, you can have mud. Mangrove trees, so new trees. Swamps are getting updated.
Which
And
I
the
love.
point, and the other point is frogs.
Which we can put in a fridge and make it a frodge.
They're gonna come out. So yeah, we got frogs basically getting added, which that's good because so far it's only been a mod. You know, with mods we have frogs, which eh, it's whatever. You can barely get frog meat in that one. I wonder if you can actually get food this way. Maybe, because you can also get
Oh,
frog eggs.
oh the fuck up! You're gonna kill the poor innocent frogs? Then I'm gonna put in my frodge.
Well, you're gonna put the frog eggs in your frogs, aren't you?
this is this is starting to sound even worse.
It is. Yeah, so you have that. And then also another thing is that players can now put chests on boats, which everyone's been wanting to do forever. The best part is if you're on mods, you can let's say mods for 1.19 when it comes out. You can get the carry on mod, which lets you pick up a chest entirely. You can just literally pick it up. You can place it and have all your items in a chest. Like all your items in that chest, put on the boat, go. So that'd be great. Or you could just do it the normal way, put a basic chest and then just transfer. Whatever you want to do. Screw living in a house. Live in a boat.
Yeah,
Oh man, I want rafts to come. I want rafts to be in like you can make like a water house kind of deal. Like
I
you can
wanna
like have a
play
raft you can do stuff with.
Raft.
Well, I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about
Yeah,
an
but
actual
now I
raft
was
that you can
thinking
put the.
about the game.
I've never played and I don't think I want to. Not for any reason. Just like I don't. Those type of games aren't really my thing. I don't really care too much about them. Why I've yet to play Subnautica. Just doesn't really do much for me. Ouch.
Yeah. Well, at least we have frodges.
Mm. Okay. So that's basically all of that bit. Yeah. Or always from this website I'm looking. Oh yeah, another thing, which I actually think is really nice, is that both Minecraft Java and Bedrock will be on Game Pass for PC.
Wait, one. I can now get it on two places.
Yes. I mean now you can get the Bedrock and Java, which it's like, hey, because they want to have both.
Because
Because
I don't already own Bedrock on PC. I mean, I got that for free.
I own them both on PC, so whatever. I already own them, so it's not going to affect me. And they both come out November 2nd, or they'll both be added to Game Pass on November 2nd.
And guess what? I
So
also own Bedrock on PlayStation and on my
yeah,
phone.
I own Bedrock on PC, Xbox, my phone. I think that's it.
Not your Switch.
Nope, didn't really say need. The thing is, like my one server I was talking about, the 1.17, actually has crossplay enabled, so people from either Java or Bedrock can join.
Yeah.
So either way, but the problem is that consoles, thanks for being assholes, can't join it because you can't add external servers on consoles. It's like, oh, it's for security reasons. Like,
I
no,
think there's a bypass for that, but it's like super annoying. Like there's
I don't
like
know how to do it. I mean, I would like to, because I would like to.
add your Xbox.
My whole point is that for people, because I know the friends who are on that server, like, I know they have switches, and like, they have like kind of crap computers, but they have switches. So like, they could get on their Switch and they could connect. Like, they could play on the server on their Switch. Be much easier.
This is why I
It's
have
like
a
it's kind of annoying.
phone.
I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, that is a good thing, though. The phone and computer is the only thing that does work. So they could get on their phone and they could still join.
I want to ask you something really quick, which is gonna sound really stupid, but do you play Genshin?
I don't play it that much. I play it every now and then, and I'm very close to beginning. I've pretty much just did the
Yeah, okay. I
I don't.
started just up a character on my phone in America, of course, because so I can play with you sometime. But
Mhm.
the question was is I don't know if it's possible, but I don't know if you're gonna use your Prime for it because Genshin has a Prime thing, and if
I
you're
mean,
not gonna,
I've been doing that. Every
uh,
time I see it, I add it in case I want to.
God damn it, because I wanted to steal it otherwise. If you don't wanna use it.
I mean, if I haven't used this month, I'll give it to you, unless it's linked. I think it's linked to the account, in which case I can't do that.
No, because mine gave me a code. Which I first gonna use on my PlayStation, but then I was like, God no, I'm not gonna sit this.
I'm pretty sure it links to your account, like your
Nope.
Mihoyo.
Mine just gave me a code.
Mine just links to the account. Pretty sure it did.
Huh. I mean, if it's not linked, I could, and you don't want the code because it's just like this month. I feel like the bomb with moons are better than the Primogam.
I wouldn't even know. I mean, like I said, when it comes to Genshin though, it's like I don't really. It's not too fun. Mostly because I just don't have anyone else to play with. Which in this case, yeah, I mean, there's you could always join in at some time because I'm not that far. I'm
Yeah, you
like at a
need to
point
get to
where you get
20
to these
first.
temples, huh?
You need to get to level 20 first, anyways. Adventure rank 20.
Why?
That's when co-op opens up.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I'm like these temples where it's like you go through each individual temple, which is basically a Breath of the Wild shrine, but you just go through the temples, do whatever, and I think I've unlocked whatever his name is, the guy with the eye patch. Unlocked him.
Kaya?
Kaya. I don't know. I got him, and then there's the next person that I'll go to the next temple to get. I've only done the first temple, and then afterwards I was like, yeah, I'm just bored.
Lisa. This is the next one.
Yeah,
I already have those two on my PlayStation. I also have
yeah.
Venti on my
I barely
PlayStation.
played it. Just it doesn't do much for me. Now I play New World, and that's fun.
Shaking my head.
Hey, it's fun.
Shaking my head.
It's fun. New World is fun. I guess we're kind of done with the Minecraft thing, so I guess I can quickly talk
We're
about
not
the.
really done. We forgot about the
Who cares about
birch
Minecraft Dungeons?
forest update is also getting a overhaul.
It's not on here for me.
No, they talked about it a little bit, but it was like there's no specific information about it yet. That's the thing.
Mm, I wouldn't even know. They didn't talk about this, and then yeah, you had. I guess I'll quickly mention sure Minecraft Dungeons seasonal adventures. Like okay,
Yay!
plan up to the game, including launch seasonal adventures. Season one will be cloudy
But I feel like we
climbs,
missed.
Jason Tower, and the Virtual Hub. Coming to December, yeah, whatever. All right,
Feels like
I'm
there's
kind of done with it.
something we missed. Why do I feel like we missed something?
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't even care. So okay, that's pretty much done there. Mention real quick, New World,
We
because there's so
forgot
much to talk
about
about it.
talking about the new tree.
I already talked about the tree.
Did we talk? But did you talk about the
I, s-
mud?
I s- what?
There's mud.
I said that.
I don't listen to you. Remember?
Clearly not. I said that in the beginning when we talked about it. I said, hey, there's like mud. I don't know why people even care too much about it, but whatever.
But it's
There's mud.
mud. We can throw mud at people now.
Who cares? You got mud. You got the frogs. You got the frog eggs. You got the new tree. That's all I said. I said that. All
Yeah,
right.
I don't. Again, I don't listen to you.
Clearly not. Anyway, like I said, got to talk about New World for a quick second. Okay. So we'll talk about it and then we'll move on. So the thing about New World is that a lot of people are kind of. Okay. I'm gonna mute you if you keep up. Okay.
No,
Uh,
we didn't talk about the roots of the tree.
I don't give a shit. Okay.
But it's root, and it's the
You keep
root of
wanting to go back.
life.
Every time I want to go back to a new topic, you keep like, hold on, we still have this topic. Hold on, we still have this
There
topic.
was some,
And when
yeah.
I still want to talk about a topic, you push past it like, okay, let's
This
focus
is
on the
why it
topic.
was interesting about the mangrove tree, because it's not a normal tree. You need a weird name sapling for it,
Cool.
which is fun fact. You can actually see the sapling on the tree, on the leaves.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't find it interesting because you don't find the beauty in trees.
If I'm beauty in trees, I'm just not caring right now because it's a future update. I'll care when it's out.
But mangrove roots
Whatever.
and hamsters.
Can we move on?
Yeah, you can talk about your new world trash game.
Notice that because you don't play it. Because you can't play it.
Well, that and also is an MMO, so I probably will get bored after 5 minutes, anyways.
Genjins is an MMO.
Which got bored of after like 5 minutes.
Good point. It's not that it gets boring in 5 minutes. It's just like it depends on what all you're doing, and mainly it's only fun when you have friends around anyway. I mean, I still have fun with it anyway, with it, but I mean, I usually play with just friends or whenever I'm streaming it. But anyway, with it, New World. People who don't know, it's a game made by Amazon Games, which yes makes me want to throw up a little bit in my mouth, but yeah. I still think we did talk about this last time because I'm still remembering me talking about it.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last time. Oh
Did
yeah, we
we?
talked about the issues with it.
Okay, yeah, we talked about the issues with it. I mean, okay, so to recap that for a quick second, yeah, the issues is basically sure, yeah, if you have a 30 series, it could probably break your GPU entirely. So careful there. I don't know if they fixed that or not. Uh, there were a lot of queues building up, and that's kind of been fixed. And also, they're getting a server world transfer coin that you can buy in the store to fix that, which is not out yet. It's supposed to be out here soon, but yeah. Then you also have whatever it is. Yeah, apparently they added a free emote to the store. It's just a waiting emote. So, just like, crossed arms, like tapping the leg down or whatever. It's just a waiting emote that's for free. Like, okay, cool. Whatever. I'd say I haven't played it a little bit more. Definitely pretty fun. I mean, it's the main idea of an MMO. You basically run around doing quests, side quests, stuff like that. Collect what you got to collect. Different objectives like, hey, go to this village and search the chest, look for things, kill all these enemies, hunt down animals, kill them, skin them for something, collect their loot, stuff like that. Fun stuff. The one thing that pisses me off though, which again I don't know if I mentioned last time, whenever you spawn a new, like, if you, in order to play with friends, you have to be in the same world set, and I think maybe the same world. I don't know about that, but you have to be in the same like world or world set, and
World set.
uh, yeah, there's different world sets. Like, I don't know how to exactly explain the world set part, but
Like there's different servers, or
kind of. It's a
but
little bit
that's
weird.
not unusual because you have same on like.
You have worlds and you have world sets. So I guess like each world set has like a few different
So
worlds
if
in
the
it.
okay, so I know there's region lock, of course, because you have like the American server, the
I think it's region locked. Yeah.
and then you have
If
like
it's not, I don't know. I don't know if it is region locked.
I don't think it's region lock. It's just that if you play on an American server with like a character, if you want to make a European character, you can't transfer the American
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You can't transfer regions. You can only stay with one region. And the way it works is that each region can only have two characters, and each world can only have one character. So you have to do that.
That's
So
just
if
confusing, right? That's just like confusing.
well, world is like a realm or like it's like a thing in an MMO. So like it's like different servers uh
Within the server.
within a region. No, well, a region is not a server. It's just the region area.
Yeah, I
So
know
like
how
you have
region,
like the region
because you
has
have the
like a
region
whole
which is
list of
I
servers.
guess America,
No, just like US
Europe,
East, US
Asia.
West, stuff like that.
Yep. Oh, you have that many regions over there.
Yeah, we have a bunch of regions. We have US East, US West.
And I
We
think
have
Europe also
Canada.
have like normally like 2 or 3 regions. You have like
You probably have like a EU West, EU East, stuff like that.
maybe sometimes have EU West North. I think League has that. They have like Europe North and West.
Yeah. But I mean you got that kind of stuff that you can do.
Okay, which
But
makes sense because regions is like
yeah.
standard. Then of course you have the servers for each regions, which is often like the
hmm
EU West, the EU North.
Well, no.
Yeah, that's
Like
what.
I said, the region isn't the server. That's what I'm saying. Like the region is just like the base for like like a whole list of servers. So they have like maybe they have like 20 servers within one region. Is my point.
Okay, and for each server you can have 2 characters. Is that what you're saying? Or is it per region you can have 2 characters?
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you can only, like I said, you only have two characters within one region and one character per world. So for the server. So in this sense, like if you want to make a third character, you have to go to another region. So for me, I'd probably, depending on where someone is, I could probably pick US West, or say if you ever got the game, which it's not gonna happen. I know you. Let's say if True ever got the game and I was gonna play with him, I'd pick UK.
Which probably
So
have its
I'd
own
play a UK
server.
server. Yeah, I played the UK region, and then I can make a third character and play with him. That's the thing. If you want to play with friends, you both have to pick the same world and or worlds. I think it's just the same world. So you pick the same
But
one,
what is the world
and
set then? That
I
one
don't exactly know. I just know that you had different world sets. I'm not too sure on that one, but you
is
pick the
that
same world.
like
Hmm.
because I know like Adventure Quest World had that like there was lobbies in the game, so you had like the in this game was your servers, no regions. So say you took the biggest server, then you had different lobbies, which says a number in the bottom, which says like lobby 5, like it's or like you're in room 5. Is that the world set? Like you have
I have no idea. I guess it could be, but I'm not too sure. But regardless, though, like I said, it's you have to be in the same world, and the problem is you don't spawn at the same area, so it's a little bit confusing because there's three ways to do this. So when you both spawn in the same world, one person, okay, you'll be spawned at different beaches most of the time. So you have to do three things. Either one, as soon as you land on the beach, go talk to the NPC that's there, but do not accept his next quest. Because as soon as you talk to him, you'll complete your first quest, but do not accept his quest. So then you stop, and then you go all the way to where your friend is, or your friend comes to you either way. You have to go all the way there, and the problem is you run into a lot of high level areas. So the first thing I do is obviously pick up some flint and branches, and then, you can make a skinning knife. Basically, kill boars and cook food, so you have food on the way to heal yourself. Then you have to walk all the way across, which I ran into like maybe three level 20 areas at level 1. So it's very rough. Run all the way over there to where they are, and then accept the quest from the person at the beach that they're at. So you get the same quest line and you go to the same areas. Otherwise, you'll be on different sides of the world and your quest won't sync up for a while. The second way you do this is if you screw that part up, when you're tasked to go to the settlement, go to the settlement that your friend's going to, not the one that it says to you to go to, and then accept their quest. Then that'll work. Then the third way, which is the long way, is to wait until you get a mission that says talk to the mysterious old man or whatever. And that's a very long quest. That's like 3-4 hours into the game. So that's a waiting period.
it sounds creepy. Why would you want to talk with a mysterious strange man?
I don't know, but like once you get to that point, all the quest lines sync up. So it doesn't matter where you spawn in at. It's just like at that point, everyone's synced up. It's like okay.
So the
So
best
that just
way is
takes
to
forever.
either
Just do the first.
rush through all the quests and get to that part, or
Or basically like either at the beach or the settlement before accepting the next quest, go to where your friend is and accept their quest instead. So it's a little rough, but once you get to it, it's all good. And yeah, the game is mainly about collecting most of the time because it's like you're gonna be sitting there mining or cutting trees or harvesting or whatever, just to
I've
level up your
also
stuff.
understood that you don't actually have to do the story. You could just go and do whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to do the story. I mean, you can just do a lot. So there's a lot of side quests. Like if you go
But
to different areas,
another thing is, this is just like a copy of RuneScape. It feels like a modern version of
I
RuneScape.
would not know because I have never played.
No, but when I saw the like leveling trees or the different things you can level up, I'm like, this just
It's
kind
kind
of
of
looks
in a
like
sense. It's
RuneScape's
basically
ID,
just
and then it's
hmm,
like, hey, I can. And then I started thinking about SEO.
yeah. It's kind of the point of like you keep doing it, you'll level up. So say mining, you just have to keep mining boulders, and you'll eventually keep leveling it up. So you get like I think it's level 10 is you unlock silver. Then level 20 you unlock seepstone or whatever that is. And I don't know past that because I'm not past that yet. So you can like start mining that stuff. Trees are
So when are you gonna
stupid
level up cooking?
because I have to cook more. You just basically cook food.
But you need to become Arson of Newer.
Yeah, become the master chef of New World.
Like I feel like I'm.
Can I become the Gordon Ramsay version of the New World version of Gordon Ramsay?
Are you gonna go to everyone else then after a while and be like, "Hey, you did that wrong."
Hmm.
Just yell at everyone that they're cooking it wrong. You're like,
Go to the New World kitchens. "Mm, it's fucking rotten. All right. Uh, I just want someone to like start making like spoofs of that like in different games that that has cooking. Just like throw Gordon like throw lines from Kitchen Nightmares or something into it for the fun of it. Anyway,
you should do that in like Minecraft when you like cook cook on a fire.
yeah, I don't know, but you got that. Like I said, the wood cutting thing is kind of stupid because you have to reach level 50 to in whatever it's called, wood logging or logging or whatever. I think it's called logging. Yeah, basically you have to reach level 50 before you can cut mature trees, otherwise you're stuck with young trees. That takes a while. That's a lot of cutting. And the problem about mining and cutting and everything is that there is a weight system. So you can get encumbered fast just by sitting there mining or cutting trees a lot. Like you can get, I think it's like 200 stone or some is around when you start getting encumbered. And the problem about that is also you can't sprint, which, it auto sprints normally. But like you can't sprint, so you walk very slowly. And you can't fast travel when encumbered either. So you're kind of stuck where you are until you drop something. Drop or salvage. So yeah, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
At least good thing though is if you have a friend who has barely any space on them, you can literally just trade with them, be like, "Hey, hold this for me until we get back."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and they have it. Fast traveling costs something. I don't know what it is. It's some type of currency that it costs. So you can fast travel, and you can also recall to the inn, which costs nothing, but you only do that once per hour. So yeah, that's not really much to talk about when it comes to New World. I haven't played too much of it. I'm just saying it is fun. It's a fun thing, mainly with friends, but still pretty fun. And yeah, anyone who's hating on it just goes, "Oh, hey, it breaks the GPUs and stuff," or "Hey, it's made by Amazon. It must suck." Like, no, it's not that bad just because of those two. As long as if you have a 30 series, I guess it sucks for you. I think Evil has a 31. Like he has a 3080, I think. His is fine so far. So far, anyway. And I haven't run into any crashes or anything. I've had freezing where it loads into the game and it says not responding for a minute. That's about it. Okay, next topic.
Which
Which one do
is
you want to
not
listen
the one on the list right now.
to? What?
I want you to read this real fucking quick, and this is such a stupid thing.
Okay.
Um, you're gonna just read the title and you get why I'm like, the fuck.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got?
Check Discord. I have a very that I.
Sodium patent lets viewers vote and pay to boot players from. What the fuck? Okay, now I gotta read this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Filed a patent for allowing live stream spectators and participants to remove players from a game. Wait, that's even worse. I was expecting viewers. I didn't understand viewers. Like I was thinking maybe uh I was thinking like someone could pay money in a game. Like, if you're in a game or something, you can like quickly do that to have someone get booted from a game or something like that. Sounds really bad, but now it's viewers. So people who oh, it's for esports.
yeah.
So basically people in esports, like if people are viewing and wait, besides removing unskilled players, the system would allow spectators to pay for the privilege of removing players. Hmm. PlayStation Maker. I don't know what that is. I guess this is their stream thing. Trying to read this real quick to go for it. The player would have no veto power over this decision and they may be reassigned to a different match. The system would display the skill level of the current players, their statistics for the game, such as time played, ratings, and achievements. All this would take place with the cloud gaming system, whatever that means. That is literally what the article says, by the way.
I, I have read most of it. And somebody's like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about anymore?
To avoid audience abuse of the system, the 60% voting threshold needs to be met in order to bench a player from a game. Spectators with a higher skill level will also have their votes counted more heavily in the election. That's fucked up. Despite Sony claiming that this system would be beneficial for removing disrespectful griefers from matches, patent also includes the ability for spectators to pay a fixed price or bid for the ability to remove players from a game. Text also system which spectators can warn active players to improve their gameplay. Fuck. Wow. So basically, you can pay to have spectators like pop up a thing on their player screen like, "Hey, play better. You suck." It's fucked up. Oh my god. Yeah, this is not a good idea. I mean, even says down below that. I mean, yeah, you have like say female esports players like that could be a big one because people are jerks. There's also people would be racist. That's another one. And bad enough, we also have like Twitch already with the hate raids and everything. Like, well, now they could do something in that regard.
Yeah, and they mentioned a very important thing was a woman. Like, woman in gaming, how they already
Yeah,
have
that's what I'm
problems.
saying. Like, there's already problems with like female gamers. Like, people are assholes, and they're gonna be assholes to people like that.
Yeah.
And now this could be worse. It's like, hey, just because woman on the screen, get rid of her. Like,
You
you just
get
want to
why I
punch
wanted to
people.
talk about it
Yeah. You
instead
ever
of.
just want to punch people for the fun of it?
Yeah, but the issue is it's Sony. What did you expect? Sony is
First, they take all the revenue for music, and now they're now they're taking more revenue from people to
bullying
hate
other
people.
people.
They're basically organizing their own little hate system.
But I think the patent can be overruled if it becomes an issue. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
But if they
At
sit,
least the good thing is it's a patent, which means the point of a patent is that if a company files one and it gets accepted, then only they can use it. No one else can use it. So in this sense, Sony would be the only dumbass.
yeah, but they only own one comp or one tournament at the moment. It seems like, which is a fighting tournament.
Yeah.
It's also gonna be heavily overused. I don't feel like unless you know if they got into more like if they started going into like CS:GO or League.
Ooh. I just thought about something. You
Okay.
mentioned in the bottom of the article that technically they don't have to implement this system. The patent is just to make sure no one else does it. And now I'm just thinking, what if that's the idea? What if the idea that they filed the patent to have that system so no person could ever do that? Because you could do that as a company. You could actually patent something, make sure no one else does it. But the strategy is like a reverse psychology bit of they will never use that system. It's just to be sure no one else can ever use that system.
Yeah, but
It's like a
it,
legal
are
battle to
we
keep
talking
that
about the
never
same
happening.
company now?
Oh, I know it's Sony. They're not going to do that, but I'm saying that is a real. That's the thing people should do is start making patents for stupid stuff, so that stupid stuff can't be used by other people.
A black guy should patent the N word.
I thought they already did that. I thought that's the whole idea.
No, one black guy, which means that no other black guy or white guy can use the word without needing to pay him money.
Oh, I was about to say like I thought that was just in general, like
No, but now it means
obviously
that
they're allowed to say it
that would
because
be kind of
it's
funny though. Someone patenting it
fine. I
like
mean,
a slur, and every time
I
he's
don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that'll ever happen. Now you can't patent a word. You have to patent like a system in a sense. That's not really gonna work.
it's slurs a system.
That was a word.
What the fuck? Are you eating at the same time you're talking?
Yes.
Oh,
Eating muffins.
I had a cinnamon bun earlier. But yeah, this whole system. The moment I read it, and the part I read, I'm like, this is gonna be such a toxic thing to do.
It is.
And
The
here
worst
comes
part
this.
is it's from a toxic news article, Kotaku.
If people wonder where I got my title for today, basically I just did something Kotaku would do.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so
By the way,
but
did you
here's the
ever
thing. Like I said
oh,
earlier, the fighting scene I don't think it's too much of an issue in gaming right now. But it's
yeah, but once you
toxic.
get to the FPS system, that's gonna be way
Yeah, when it
worse.
comes to FPS or like if they take over like a league tournament, that's where it comes.
Basically FPS or MOBA.
Yeah, if they take over a tournament for that, that's where I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's gonna be harder to like say because after when it comes to at least MOBA and FPS games, it's more actual league type of game things. So it's like it's not like just a tournament. It's an actual league, so it's a
Yeah.
seasonal thing. So I wonder if it's harder to bench like say Rainbow Six Siege. Like if they try to bench the team, it's like how would you do that? They are playing just what that game for the day. How are you benching that? Like yeah, sorry, you have to. Um,
I mean, okay, I'll say the system would work if they have plenty of like moderators or people to review what's been said. So I mean, if you like get people to even pay the fixed price that they're wanting to do, then like you'll have people in the background moderating, but okay, let me they've been watching too, like the actual gameplay of the person or whatever. And be like, okay, we'll just like look at their stat because they said they have their stats on screen of like how good they are and all this other stuff. Like, okay, let's look at them versus the other people real quick. And if it looks like it's like, yeah, okay, they're a little bit worse. Okay, fine, we'll go ahead bench, and which is still stupid, but like okay.
I would
But if
say
you say that person is like, let's say, better or like on level, they'd be like, you know what? We'll just veto like overall veto this vote that these people are doing. We'll just let the guy go. Let him keep doing his thing.
but yeah, then it comes to that gender and racist bias shit that is like
Yeah, just be more and more fucked up. So yeah, basically companies are doing stupid stuff that's enabling these people. You have Sony, now you're enabling this through the votes, and you also have Twitch that keeps adding more and more tags that can possibly, I mean, granted, yeah, it shows that it allows people to like represent, who they are and what they believe in. Like, sure, yeah, okay, you can represent that. Problem, it also enables hate raids.
and
Because
easier
that's something that they'll
targeting.
search for. Yeah, like that they'll actually people will actually search for that just to screw around with you. And sure, I mean, if you have a good mod system, it's not really gonna be too much of an issue because they'll come in, they'll do their thing. If it's just one person, uh, one random person's doing that, like, okay, just ban them. All right, cool. Asshole.
But when it comes to like with the bot raids that happen, that's when it
Yeah,
becomes an
that's a
issue.
little rough. Granted, good thing. They have like uh whatever it's called, what's the word I'm looking for? Precautions? No, whatever it is. Basically, they have like a defense for it now with like different bots, also like bot, which I have in mind now, which now works. Before it didn't work right. Now it works right. So every time I'm offline, it puts me in emote and sub only, which I'm not affiliate, so sub only cannot be activated, but emote only is activated. So that gets activated. Anytime a recognizable name follows me, like Haas, it bans it. So anybody out there who doesn't even who just wants to put Haas in your name, and they don't know about the whole bot thing, careful, you might get banned in the channel just for following,
Yeah.
even if you're a legit person. So, and the good news about that bot is that if you find a bot that gets past the system, you just have to report it. Like you just go to their Discord, Sari's Discord, and just say like, "Hey, I found this bot. Their name is this," and they'll, Sarah will add it to the bot like recognition
Yeah.
list or whatever, and anything similar to that name will be banned. Like for me, for example, I had that like last month or something. I had a random bot pop in and start spamming things. It wasn't even bad things. I forgot what it was. It was just like whatever. It was just random words. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just gonna I don't know. That's a horrible spam thing you're doing here because it's like it does nothing. You're just saying random shit. So yeah. I was
Mm.
gonna add something onto that differently as part of the topic, but I don't remember. Anyway, also, did you watch that video that I sent about the fridge?
No, I'm gonna do that after the stream.
Uh, it shows somebody took out the trays in the fridge and they put a full Series X in the fridge, so you can actually fit an Xbox Series X in the Xbox Series X mini fridge. Just Inception. It's just funny. Anyway, need to rush through a few of these. So quick to mention, uh, I'll do the top topic real quick. Windows 11 being awful. I've downgraded because I was on Windows 11. I downgraded because it had AMD issues. So anybody having an AMD CPU uh, gave you 15% worse performance is when it started. So you would have terrible performance just running that OS. And I've noticed it because my stuff would slow down. I would get freezes. So like I don't know where my entire desktop would freeze. I could still move the mouse, but nothing would work. Games would crash more. It's so annoying. And then after it's funny, after I leave, an update comes out. So I downgraded back to Windows 10, and then an update comes out, and then I read an article. It got worse. The performance was worse. And I'm like, God damn, it's a good thing I left. And I think I don't know if the new if one's come out where it's fixed it yet, if they're still working on it, but I'm like, I'm not getting back on Windows 11 for a while. I'm waiting because that was bullshit. Windows 10 was not this bad when it launched.
No.
I upgraded that immediately and I was perfectly fine. Now it's just no. These things work. And you can't even because you have a stupid virtual machine thing that doesn't exist.
Which is kind of funny. Like I don't like. Okay, good for you.
I don't know why. I feel like in a way I kind of feel like at the same time, maybe your computer in itself is running from a virtual machine, which would not be right because if that is the case, then a lot of stuff would run like shit for you. You wouldn't be able to stream on that. Pretty sure it would still be really awful. Like everything be buggy as hell on a virtual machine. So I don't think that's what you're doing. But a maybe actually. I don't know. It's weird because I know my schools did virtual environments, and I know works do it,
That's so cute.
so they go for administration. But
Don't
yeah, I
worry
don't know.
about me.
You
I'm just looking at cute stuff on.
of course you do. Windows 11, whatever. Kind of shit. Don't get on it yet. If you have AMD stuff, don't get on it yet. Just wait. Intel, I don't know. Might be all right for you. Uh, let's see. Did we talk about the PS5 thing?
No,
I don't think we talked about that last week. That was new.
because
Sony
last
making it
week we didn't
where
stream. Right
not
forward.
last week, the week before. I don't know,
Yeah,
like
and
the
that
last
was
episode.
this is new news. I don't think anything we have had has been in the
I don't
past.
know. Well, New World probably, but the yeah, basically Sony also added a way where if you want a PS5, you have to register for it, not just pre-order. You have to register to pre-order, which everyone is going like, "Oh, hey, Sony's great. Like they're fine. They're doing something no other company's doing." Valve did it first. Valve did this first. They literally had a register system. They still have it. It's still going where you can get a Steam Deck and you basically enrolled in it. So was like some people could do it before others could. I forget what the requirement was. I met the requirement. I think it was like you had to spend a certain amount of money within the last few months or something. And I've done that, so it's fine. So So it basically does that so, no bots can buy it real quick. Like you have like 30 minutes or so to go for it. So new accounts can buy it. It was like an hour or two, or maybe it was a day. I think it was a day. But anyway, uh that's how that works on the Steam Deck, and you basically whatever it is, a reservation. You get a reservation, you can pre-order it when it comes out, or when it says you can. So I guess Sony's probably doing the same thing. You can reserve your PS5, and then when the date that the batch is around, it will let you do that. Problem: theirs goes off of a weird system where it'll also go over how much you play PlayStation games. So the way I'm reading that is that you have to probably play quite a like you have to be like maybe an active player to be considered. It's probably just like it sees it's like, hey, you play PlayStation games before, you're good. Not, hey, you have like basically nothing on your account, so no. But then again, what if you're a new person? Which they probably look at that too. They're probably like, hey, you're a new PlayStation user, but you want the PS5 anyway. Okay.
They probably look at the account made if you have not used PlayStation overall.
Yeah.
So say you got the PlayStation 4 because at the moment that's the only thing that's available, and
Yeah, and I
you
guess
can
maybe you're just
still
like, I'm
get
just gonna.
actual good games on the PlayStation that is actual on the
Mm.
4 still.
I guess that's kind of what they're doing. It's just kind of weird and confusing to say that. But like, again, hey, you need to play. Need to be whatever.
You
They
need
look at your
200 hours
history,
to buy this console.
right? It's like only our active fans, like our active player base, can pre-order our console. Like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. I
Oh,
think Best Buy
basically
did something
everyone
similar.
the same like the same guy that goes into Xbox Twitter replies and says the PlayStation is better.
Yeah, those guys they're only doing that because like, oh, hey, console war, it's better. Like, I want to see a rise out of people. I want to see people get all mad. I'm a loser. Yeah, you're fucking losers. If you're listening right now, you do that, get out of here.
Get out of it. After I follow that point, but get out of it.
Get out of here. Fucking
Is that
go all freaking New
Seinfeld?
York over. No, I don't know. Let's
I
go
think
freaking
that's
New
from
York.
Seinfeld.
Let's go full on Yankee over here. Just like, get out of here. I'm walking here. I can't do the accent of it, but point
Yeah.
is,
Do you?
uh,
I saw like I was watching a YouTube video about some TikTok stuff they watched, and someone got pissed at people talking like doing that accent in New York, and I'm like, okay, so someone is making fun or referencing a show from like the 70s, the 80s, and you get pissed about that.
what's an actual time? Oh,
Yeah, like they referenced it because someone walked into them and they did that and they got pissed because we don't talk like that. I'm like, okay, so he does a joke reference from a show and that pisses you off. Maybe you should get a better life. Like I feel like anyone that's a terrorist would do that because we're stupid. You can't blame people that doesn't come from a certain place that. But everyone stereotypes.
well, I don't think, I don't think it came directly from the show. It was just a thing. Like the phrase, sure, but the actual accent, yeah, no, that's a thing. That's a real accent.
Yeah,
Like that's how
but
people like talk. So
is
that's
that
the
how
part
New
that people are
Yorkers
getting offended about
talk?
is the accent. Yes,
I don't think
it's the
I've
actual
ever.
accent. Like they
I
actually
don't.
have a foreign accent. It's kind of like it's more stereotypical to say that that's the things they say, but the accent's a little on point.
Yeah, I think the issue is that they did the reference and people got pit. She got pit. It's like okay, so you and she didn't have the same accent. I feel like she was not even a real New Yorker, and she got pissed anyways. Like she's like someone that moved there, and she's like, "Oh, we don't sound like that."
It's the Karen in the group.
Like how dare you? No, there was just a random person that went down the street and he made the joke reference, And she got mad at him and said, "Oh, we don't sound like that." Like, the fuck do you live? Canada?
Well, really, it also depends on different regions of New York because yeah, there's kind of different. There's like the Brooklyn accent, there's the Queens accent,
Yeah, it's always like
downtown
this.
Manhattan accent. It's like it's a little different. It's weird.
I don't think. Okay, so my town definitely doesn't have different like talking ways. But I feel like if I went to Stockholm, I feel like there is a different sort of like accents there because it's such a big.
Yeah.
It's like such a big area, and it's like.
Well,
Well, technically, fun
we
fact: did you know the capital in Sweden that we call Stockholm is actually just the central part of that city that we call Stockholm? Like that's the only thing that's actually called Stockholm. Then the rest is just nearby areas of Stockholm.
yeah.
It's
All
kind
right,
of
we got
funny.
two more topics, which I guess we'll just go in a row. Actually, we just talked about PS5, so we can go and do the other PlayStation thing. God of War on PC, the fourth one, coming to PC, which will
Yay.
include. Let me make sure I got the list real quick. Let me go over here. Let's get in the. Here we go. The new improvements. So on PC, will include 4K support, unlocked frame rate, a wide range of graphical settings that will use DLSS and reflex support. So DLSS meaning like you could be on what let's say 4K, and your computer can't exactly run that entirely. Use DLSS, so you get maybe 40 FPS to like normally, and then get up to 80 or more with DLSS, depending on if it has different modes like performance, graphical, balanced. Ultra wide support for ultra wide monitors. That's the thing. Custom controls. That's normal. And also, it will support DualShock 4 and DualSense controller. So basically, you could have the PS5 controller, and it'll probably actually have the haptic feedback with it.
Yeah, isn't they transferring it over? Isn't they putting it over to PS5 5 too?
I'm not too sure if they're doing like an upgrade or not. Uh, it'll also include previously released digital content. So yeah. So basically, yeah. I mean, God of War on PC, it's $50.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I bought the same game on PS4 for $10 because it was on sale. So I bought it for $10, and I'm still thinking about getting on PC anyway because I
Do
bought it a while
it,
ago.
and then you
I bought.
stream it, and then I
Well, I
can
was gonna
sit
play
and
the games in
bully
order.
you for every wrong move you do.
I was gonna play in order. So obviously, I was gonna actually stream all the games in order. So God of War 1 all the way to 4, and then Ragnarok will probably be out by then. So you know, the sixth God of War will probably be out by then. Hmm.
You would have actually, I think, enjoy the first. Also, fun fact, when I told Nexus that I had issues playing normal, he was like, "I'm gonna have to play easy."
I mean, considering that you always play on harder difficulties anyway, that's your thing. You always want to play on the hardest, unless it has like drawbacks. Like in Last of Us, if you play the hardest difficulty, it's like super low
Which
items and
then I
everything.
played the second hardest. Which
So yeah, so
here's the
you'll play
thing
like
with
second
like
hardest.
the Last of Us. It's not really that hard in a sense that it's harder
It's not
enemies. It's just that
difficulty. Yeah, it's not difficulty hard. It's that there's way less supplies around, so it's like you just want a better balance, I guess.
I
I
think
feel like
that the thing like in that game it's like the yes they may do more damage, but it's like also like you have less bullets, so you have to be more tactical. Well, in like God of War, which is more of a slash and hack game, it's hard to like do sneaky things. And when the hardest when hard is like, oh, we do like fucking half your health in one hit, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that. So I feel like you would like the third, the second. I think it's the second boss of this third game. I like that boss. I think it's the second boss. Yeah, because you have the
totally forgot.
tutorial
I have
boss
a freaking
that always
appointment.
exists.
Hmm. I forgot I have an appointment next week. Hmm.
You have an
Doctor's
appointment
appointment
next
next week.
week.
Hmm. Next Thursday.
And I am probably busy on Wednesday, so.
Hmm. Well, saying I have an appointment next Thursday because I have to get a. Well, I don't even have to. That's the thing, though. It doesn't have to be early, so I can still. We can still do something Thursday. It's just that later in the day I have to do something. It's get the second shot. That's the
Oh,
appointment.
you're gonna get shot. Got it.
Yeah, in the arm.
Wait, what?
I mean, yeah, it's where you get shot in the arm.
I thought you said yes, you and you are, and I'm like, hold on, what?
You're gonna get the third shot, bitch. Imagine that. No, I'm just getting the new
I
one in.
might actually have to take
But
a third shot.
I think that's a good idea.
Just do 15 and then you should be safe.
I think we dead.
What do you mean?
From what I hear, the second shot is like rough. So imagine third shot would be even more rough. If you're talking about 15, you're dead.
You're laying there and I'm like, I will survive.
Well, I don't know about that. More like, I don't know. Probably seizing. Probably going nuts.
Yeah, but I'm not taking every shot at the same time, okay?
Right, I know, but I'm saying like, even across, like it'd probably get pretty rough. Yeah, just two. Two's fine. Yeah, finishing up my
Mm.
vaccine deal. Yeah. Last topic, I guess. Oh, yeah, we still have, how much time do we have?
How about party?
Oh,
20 minutes left.
yeah. Which I mean, I guess this won't take too long for this one. Then we can just talk about whatever afterwards. Uh, if we want to go the full three or whatever. So the last bit is of CD Project Red delaying more stuff. Actually, no, I have a topic after this to talk about, which is more delays. But so CD Project Red delays the Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher 3 next gen updates.
Wait,
So both of those get delayed until next year.
which I don't really bother about because I feel like, yeah, that's a good thing.
It's probably a good thing to do. I mean, honestly, when it
Because
comes
what
down
I
to it,
read is they had a lot of stuff that they had a lot of issues.
yeah. People are getting mad as usual because, like, oh, hey, the game is terrible. Like, you lied, all this other stuff. Like, okay, sure. I mean, look, I don't see the game pulling a No Man's Sky and being like, "Hey, the game was shit to begin with, and now it's pretty good, and they're going to do the same thing." It's like the problem is of all the stuff they promised, and they can't exactly add that in. No Man's Sky had the sense that it's like it's a procedural open world game, so you can still add stuff in, and it would fit perfectly fine. You can't add new story to this unless it's DLC, and even then, you can't change mechanics you've already put in like that, or else it's a whole new game. Probably have to mess with the engine. So, no. At this point, it had to be freaking Cyberpunk 2078 or something. I don't know. Because you can't say 2077 2. That just sounds stupid.
What? I just started reading. I'm watching the
Yep.
trailer for a new movie on Netflix apparently with Ryan
Okay.
Reynolds.
Mm. Did you know his birthday is in 2 days?
Yeah, I know.
Like, holy hell. Hmm.
Yep, the only guy's birthday, no one else.
Wow. Hating on everybody else in the world who has a birthday on the 23rd.
Yep.
It's okay. It's not like we know any of those people.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anyone else that has the birthday on the 23rd.
Nah. October 23rd. Definitely no one that we know has a birthday then. Okay. To move on to the next delay. Oh, God. I was going to keep that ambiguous. Figure it out, people. Okay, so what is it? The next delay I want to talk about, which is nothing too serious. Marvel, their movies, the MCU. Movies are getting delayed next year. They've already been like they were already going to come out next year, but now they're going to be like a month or two delayed. I think it's a month.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't
so it was
bother.
Doctor Strange.
That
What was
one
the other
kind of
one?
sad that it's getting delayed, cause I kind of want to watch that. It's best.
It's basically just a month. Like it went. I don't know the movies in total of like the three movies that they're delaying, but it's basically going to be uh from May to June, and then the movie that was in June gets moved to July, and the movie in July gets moved to August, I think.
Yeah, I think it's because they don't want to collide. So it's probably one of the movies actually getting delayed, and then because they don't want them to collide on the same month,
Yeah, they're just pushing the other two an extra month over.
so it's probably
So
Doctor Strange getting delayed, and because of that, every other movie gets delayed.
possibly. I mean, from the sound of it, the Doctor Strange movie is going to be pretty big. I mean, go from No Way Home to that. It's like, yeah, that's going to be big.
Look at them, they're gonna fail up No Way Home somehow. Like,
Well, that depends. Are we going to get what everybody wants? What everybody wants to happen in the movie? If we don't, then we'd have issues.
even then, I feel like they somehow would fuck it up, even if they gave what everyone wanted, and then it's gonna be like, it's gonna feel bland somehow. It's like, okay, you made it so promising, and then it was like, let's just take away the math under you.
I mean, again, we have obviously we have Doc Ock from
McGuire.
Spider-Man 2. We have I mean Battlefield, Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2. We have a Goblin Bomb with the sound of Willem Dafoe laughing, which I hope to fucking hell he's in the movie.
Yeah, if
I hope
Willem
it's him and
Dafoe
not
is on the
Thanos.
movie, it's a trash movie and should be banned. I mean, what?
What?
I'm not against.
No, just no, just like add Willem Dafoe, man. He's one of the best actors ever. So fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie, like Willem Dafoe, like seeing him in a movie, he's always looks so creepy, no matter what.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
The
well, it
thing is,
depends
he
on
can
what you.
actually pull
If you're
off.
playing a teacher, I don't feel like you should look creepy.
I'm gonna be honest. He would. I again. He hasn't, but he'd still pull off an amazing live action Joker. That is what Green Goblin was from that. It was literally like a live action Joker in a sense, kind of, just without the jokes. But now, like, if he did that, he could literally pull it off perfectly. And when I was like, oh, get Mark Hamill's live, like, I mean, yeah, you could, but you know, Willem Dafoe's there too. I say Mark Hamill's greatest as in animation, so like in games or
Yeah, I feel like
shows,
he's
like
not
that is his best
he's not a
whichever.
bad actor, but I feel like his more role is a voice actor.
Yeah. Then again, he was the trickster in the old Flash and in the CW Flash. He was the trickster in both of those. He did a pretty good job, and honestly, the second time around, basically, yeah, the CW's Flash trickster, he was definitely fucking a
Which
live
season
action
is that
Joker.
again?
First season.
Is it Rick? Wait, is it Rick's first?
He was in the first season, and he was in the third season, and the second. He was in the
Wait,
first three
which one is
seasons.
the trickster again? Oh, right, that guy.
Yeah, the guy who
Why
was
didn't I
like,
recognize Mark Hamill?
I don't know, he was in it. Yeah. So he was in the first three seasons. The first time was
And then was it that he died after that? I think.
no, I don't think he did. The first time was when he met him like in prison or whatever, because there was a new trickster. The second one was a Christmas episode, which had like three people joining in, three villains or bad guys, I would say. Then the third one, it was just like a cameo because he was the trickster on Earth 3. So
Wasn't he a good guy on that one though?
no, he was still bad, and he wore makeup and everything, so he actually looked kind of Joker-esque. Kind of, not exactly.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like he could play a good Joker. I think Hamill could play any kind of villain.
at this point, yeah.
Like I feel like
And then
I
don't
feel
forget
like
Trickster after that.
Defoe and Hamill could play villains like really good.
Oh yeah, I
Like
agree that.
okay, I'm gonna say this. Like when he plays like Luke, more the dark side type. I feel like that's such a fitting role though.
Hmm.
Because that he becomes a good guy after again, but like
I would prefer like a gray type, like put it in the gray area, like one of the first sort of gray Jedi in a sense.
Someone that doesn't believe in the Jedi Order, but
Technically,
doesn't.
technically be the second, because Ahsoka would be the first.
Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Is that the one from Mandalorian?
she's a Mandalorian. She's also in the Clone Wars and Rebels.
I've not watched Rebels.
Yeah, again, we need to watch those.
So she is the one that is stuck on a planet in Mandalorian, right? And somehow lives.
Yeah, but she's there. I would consider her kind of a gray Jedi, but I mean, I won't mention the reason why I say that. She's not, because she still believes in like the Jedi beliefs. A gray Jedi is someone who practices kind of both sides and is in between them, like
And uses
sort of like an
both sides'
anti-hero.
power.
Kind of, yeah. Like they're kind of like an anti-hero in a sense. So I
That's
mean,
kind of what like Ham or Luke would been if he hadn't
yeah,
been like decided to be like,
like
I'm gonna
they're
be good.
fine using dark side power, just like they're using it for like they're fine using that for good or whatever. It's like they're not all just self-centered or like own intention, which be more of a dark side thing. Which, granted, I mean, come on, light side shit is so wrong. Which we're gonna get into whenever we actually freaking watch the prequels. So,
Cough
whenever we
cough.
watch those, we'll get into that whole thing of my issues with the light side versus dark side shit, which is stupid. But
I was thinking about something. Star Wars related. Oh yeah. Are you? I can't wait for the Boba Fett series.
yeah. Oh, by the way, did you hear Mandalorian 3 got delayed?
Not surprised. I think they have so much on the plate right now with the Boba Fett stuff and.
Yeah, that got delayed. I forget why it got delayed. I just know it did. Boba Fett, I think it's still on time. Uh, oh, not necessarily delay. I was thinking because I remembered Pedro Pascal, and I'm like, did you see the new set pictures for The Last of Us for the show?
I think I saw something.
I mean, like they showed Tess, which has her hair down. I'm like, I don't like that. I think I liked it better if they like actually put her hair out to look more like the game character. I think it's literally the same actor too. So like they used the exact same actor who voiced and was the face model for Tess in the game. So she's fully reprised. Uh, then of course you have Pedro Pascal, which I think is fine. Joel, that's fine. I still don't like the actor for Ellie, but I'm waiting for the show to come out or to see a trailer for it to really go for it. Like I don't even know who she is. I know she's from Game of Thrones. I don't know who she is, so I'll wait to find out. But
Uh,
still not a fan.
Wait, you mean who the girl who plays Ellie?
Yeah,
I
in the show,
can. Was that
it's
was
like Last of Us HBO cast. We can just do that.
um. There it is. The Last of Us television series.
Yeah,
Uh,
the girl plays Ellie. I'm not a big fan.
yeah, I don't know. No,
Face wise, I don't see it. Maybe her performance will work pretty well. And the problem with her performance there is that the voice actor Ashley, like from Ashley Johnson, really brought herself more into the character than anything. So like really put more emphasis to it. I don't see this girl doing kind of like that, like a similar thing.
uh,
Plenty of people. I'm not to discourage like Troy's performance. I'm saying plenty of people could probably pull off a good Joel, like in that like type of performance. Like it's like they could probably pull that off pretty well. Ellie seems kinda not up at that girl's Ellie. I wouldn't really know, but I don't think it would.
she's
Then again, I don't
18.
know. Nah,
She
not a fan.
don't look 18.
Not a lot of people do. Hell, look at Tom Holland. He looks like he could fit a younger. He looks like he's probably
He could
18, but
play
he's
a
like
high schooler.
25 or something. I mean, hell, he plays high school roles. Now he's looking more into it, but back like during Civil War, for example, he definitely didn't look like he was 20 something. I don't know, but
Imp said he wants Jabba the Hutt series.
what?
Imp in my chat said he wants a Jabba the Hutt series.
I mean, what would that do exactly? I mean, I'd rather want a Hut family series, like not just Jabba the Hutt, but like the whole Huts, like have like maybe a bounty hunter conspiracy or something. Maybe go through that, like they
And when are we
all
gonna
run like a
get some of
autonomous
that
system.
background with the bounty hunter series with Boba
Probably
Fett?
Boba, probably yeah. I don't know how many bounty hunters are available around. I mean, uh, IG-88, he's been dead for a long time, and then they have the oh,
I feel like
other
they could
stuff.
do like some sort of background on most like a background storyline on most bounty hunters.
Yeah, I know a lot of them were in Clone Wars and everything, because a lot of bounty hunters got their own deal in Clone Wars. Whatever happened to Cad Bane? I forgot. I don't know whatever happened to that guy.
Which guy?
One of the bounty hunters, Cad Bane. It's a Clone Wars character. Well, he's in Clone Wars. He's in Bad Batch, and I don't remember him in Rebels. I think he was, but I don't remember. Anyway,
It's always like
uh,
that. It's like one character is like just disappearing and no one knows what's happened because it was an
seriously?
insignificant character to the story anyway.
Well, him, no, I mean he was pretty awesome. I feel. Alright, what? I was gonna say.
I don't know, what were you saying?
I don't know. Point is, yeah. Do you have anything else to talk about? Go
Not
for it,
really.
because I'm out of topics.
I I don't know, no. It's, for me it's 5 minutes, but you started a little bit late, but yeah, I don't think there's much more to talk about. Once.
I mean,
We normally have something to like ramble on about, but yeah.
yeah. My RAM has already been delivered. Like it was delivered like 30 minutes ago.
The
I just haven't gone out to get it. I think it's in the mailbox right now because it's small enough for.
fuck just happened? Hello?
Hello?
What just happened? I just got like
What?
weird sound and I'm scared.
Okay.
Did I just get a
Yeah.
message from?
Hmm. Oh, and one thing to mention, I haven't even mentioned at all yet. Uh, like whatsoever. I just like let it pass by. Yeah. Anybody watching on my side, or it probably shows in yours because you're using the Discord overlay, I imagine. Uh, yeah, I got a new profile picture.
Oh yeah,
So
he has a new profile picture. If you didn't know that, he has a new profile picture.
yeah, if you didn't, yeah, if you don't know me at all or anything, just point is, yeah, I have a new one. I had one that looked closer to Swedes in a way, like that's what it used to look like, and now I have a new one.
Yeah,
It
kinda.
just,
Still doesn't feel like your style. I don't know why.
I wouldn't really necessarily say it is. It's just that I feel like it looked better.
Yeah, it looks better, but it still doesn't feel like
Nothing
it's
really is
your
my style.
style.
That's the thing. It's nothing is. I mean, I like it. I think it's fine. I'll use it for now. If I
Yeah,
find anything better, I'll switch it.
yeah. That's the thing with for me. I don't. Both me and Next, I don't think it really have a style when it comes to certain stuff. And normally, I feel like people that doesn't really have a perfectly fine style, like a set style, often works with most stuff. But with Nick, it's like he can't fit with everything.
Uh,
I think it's more that you also
I'm
have
just
a.
the outlier. I don't fit in.
It's also I think you have like a different attitude than me, also to a degree. It's
Yeah, I'm
like
more to kind of quote somebody who's told me before. Like like I said, I'm more of a. I mean, I said it earlier in this. Like I'm more of like a chill, relaxed kind of person. I don't have much energy to go for. I don't exactly have like this crazy energetic drive. I'm just you know there, I guess. And I'm not saying that to be depressing. I'm saying in the sense it's just like I don't know. That
yeah,
energetic's not
but
me. More of
yeah,
the chill
but
guy.
then you have my ADHD combined with his non so much hyper. and it's like, yay, speed.
Yay.
And next is like, can you relax, calm down?
Calm yourself. I mean, granted, I mean, you would be sitting here thinking, like, well, how is it somebody who's so chill and somebody so, like, ramped up most of the time? How does you two get along? As I say, opposites.
Yeah, sometimes it's like
Even if
opposites
even in
attract.
friendships, they attract, man.
Yeah, and not only that, I feel like because he's relaxed, I'm not like 100% speed, even if I'm still a little bit
Yeah.
energetic. I don't feel like
What?
it would have been different if it'd been two energetic people.
Yeah. The
But
way
then,
I see it is that I don't know. I don't have much when it comes to social battery in the first place, but even though I'm like more of like the introverted person, like quite a bit even to freaking hermit levels. um, like I'm pretty much pretty introverted as it is, but I do like being around extroverted people more. Like
but I
more
think
introverted
the
people. It's
whole
like if you put two introverted people in a room and they're very much so, not just like a little bit, like very much so. Like say you can have an outgoing and introverted person, so they could be outgoing, like they can go do more stuff. It's just like they like to do stuff on their own, but anything like that. You just have like two people who don't really do too much. It just gets quiet. It gets awkward. It just You kind of like to have somebody there who can like start up conversations or can bounce ideas back and forth pretty easily. So it's like it helps a lot.
which is weird because we both are the like I don't really nice background noises.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, but like I said, for me it's
I
like
think my side's catching that.
I don't know, but mine did.
It's coming through Discord. It's not coming through
Yeah,
OBS. Is what I'm saying.
which is good for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me it's not the same. Like for me, I don't really like. I am also the quiet type normally. Like I don't really
Oh, we can
talk
tell by
to.
your streams. I was in your, I was in your, whenever I was basically just having yours muted in a tab before when you were playing Euro Truck. I was just sitting there, and when I went over there at one point, hit unmute, just be like, "Yeah, you still streaming? Yeah, you're still streaming," and silence, nothing.
Yeah,
You just
it's
weren't
like I
talking at
get.
all, and I'm just like, hmm. I sat there
Yeah,
for maybe a full minute or minute and a half, and then I messaged you, and then still close to a minute afterwards, then you started talking, but only like a sentence or two. Back to silence. Like,
yeah, I
okay.
have an issue with that. Like I have gotten better, but certain games just like makes me a little bit like I don't feel like talking right now.
Yeah.
Like Euro Truck is a slow game. That's the show.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I try to fill it with saying some stuff. I'm just used to it. I mean, I had to do it a lot for YouTube and everything. You kind of have to be, you know, talkative
Yeah,
about
I
it and
don't
just
think
talk
I
about
ever got. That's one of the reasons probably I didn't get into the YouTube scene in the same way. Like I started
it.
doing videos, but it was never. It's harder to. This, as I have said before, with both, and I think nature agrees. It's easy to do collabs with people because you can sit and talk about shit then instead of like when you're
I mean, I'd say
alone.
I prefer collabs in a way. Like, in a way, I prefer to do collabs because it's like, for me, it's always just I don't know how to explain because again, I don't have a door. If people don't know, I don't have a door, and it's easier for people to just like talk in the background or hear everything I'm talking about. And it's not really that I care what they're talking. What I don't care what they care for what I say. It's like okay, whatever. I'm talking. Get over it. Uh, but at the same time, it's like I feel more comfortable having that happen if someone else is also there and I'm talking to. If
Yeah,
it's just me, it's like it's not
you
really
sound
that
like you're
interesting about what I'm
insane
saying.
instead.
Yeah. I mean, they know what I do, you know. Like they
Yeah,
know I, stream to random folks on the internet or make a video that will be watched by random people later. Like not at the time, but later,
hopefully,
hopefully.
maybe,
Like
probably
five
not.
people. 5 people for 2 minutes.
And they're like, "Oh fuck, this guy sucks. I'm gonna go watch good content."
It's like, let me watch this guy. Okay, I'm out. It's more like, this guy seems kind of nice. Let me see what he's about. Okay, okay. Hey, look, Jacksepticeye just uploaded a new video. Okay. Just gone. Just as an example. Just
Basically.
essentially what happens.
And
I
for
think that's
my
literally what
side,
you've
not
done in the
watching him is
past.
because he plays too many games I wanna play. Like,
Yeah.
I again, I wanna. Here's the issue, and I hate when people say you should support your friend. Like, yes, you should, but also it's like the degrees. If it's a game you don't wanna watch or hear about, yes, you can mute. But it's like sometimes it's like it feels like when you go over to the tab, maybe you might get spoiled a little, which I try to
Right.
like not watch people.
Well, I mean, sometimes it takes a second to load in, which is why I would like scroll down real quick or something. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
It depends. Or I mean, you could literally just like mute real quick, or just take your headphones off your ears and then just like quickly scroll down, or just not look, cover that part of your screen or something, and like go over to the tab and hit mute, then switch off. I don't know. There's plenty of ways to cover it.
yeah, and we somehow once again hit the 3 hour mark. We start talking shit.
Yay!
We're like,
I always
okay, we're
do.
gonna end early because we don't have anything. So this is why we do collab.
I mean, like I didn't say that we were going to. I said that we could if we didn't have much to talk about. We had
Yeah,
something to
yeah.
start
So
talking about.
I
So
like
okay.
how we just randomly. That's also a thing we have a tendency to do. Is like we start like, okay, we don't have anything. Let's stop, and then it's like, but also this.
Usually how it works. Yeah.
And that's why we try to be a little bit stricter with the ending because I think last time we did the what if we went almost like
30 minutes, 40 minutes over. I think.
yeah.
We went a little over because I mean the problem is we kept talking about more and more things, and then when even in the middle of us reviewing What If, we did a few times like around episode 3 and something like that. So we just kept going. Which, by the way, episode 3, I forgot to mention one last thing. I know I'm ranting again. We're going past the time. Just one little thing. Uh, Turns out they did show Hawkeye and how he died. I didn't notice it before. I could never notice it because I was watching like a big screen until someone zoomed in. Uh, Hank flies out of his ear. Flies out of
Right.
Hawkeye's ear. I never
Okay.
noticed that.
Okay.
Never
You
once. I
use
didn't know. I thought it just like showed like, hey, it shows he's dead. Okay. No, he flies out of his ear, so like, okay, he went into his head and killed him. Okay. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, so we go over a lot by rambling. We need to stop doing that. So that's why we try to strictly try to end it. Like, hey, we gotta stop because we keep talking too much.
and wanna know something funny? Back when we kind of had, I always say this: our content have improved when it comes to the TNA stuff. But back when, like 2 years ago, almost when we started, we were more topic stuff, and we back then we still
Yeah,
ramble a lot. But here was the thing:
yeah.
we always sat in the calls afterwards and talked about stuff, and we have been like, "Oh wait, we should have talked about this on the stream."
We do that then or before we start when we're like setting things up. We do that. Like, we should probably hold off before we continue talking about this.
Yeah,
Like,
and
yeah.
now lately I've been like, I'm gonna just leave, and because otherwise we could have talked about stuff that we could have talked about that's like on
The
stream.
worst part is he doesn't even say it. He's just like, dip, dip, gone.
And I love it even better in how it says in nowadays it says exit quietly.
Yeah, so now you can literally just boop, gone. Not even worry about it.
But yeah, with that said, you
So
should.
that's it. We should go and end. So the usual thing right here at the end that we do is we usually plug stuff. So, because we only do it here on the podcast. We don't really do it on videos because meh. So right here, plug stuff. So anywhere social media wise, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Not Facebook because that's stupid. And let's say Instagram and TikTok. I don't have those. Those are just like for giveaways. So if you actually find me on there, they could be blank accounts because I have nothing. I'm pretty sure I've only went to TikTok once just for because like, hey, sign in with this to enter a giveaway. Fine, that's it. Like I don't do anything because they're just for giveaways. They're for nothing else. So yeah, so don't worry about those two. But everything else, just look up Nexus 7C. You'll find me.
Yeah, Sweden Catboy on most things, and on YouTube I'm Sweden by Gaming.
Mhm.
I probably could change the name, but I also need to change the logo, and I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah. I
I'm
need to
also
find a new
lazy.
brand logo because, like, on Twitch and YouTube, like, they're the brand logo, so I need to find a new one for that. While everything's social, I use like the PFP I have now. So on
Yeah.
Discord, and Twitter, I use this.
And if you check the description of my video or the exclamation mark Discord, you can find my Discord. And if you go to his channel, his Discord should be in his.
Should be in my description, and if it's not, which I'm pretty sure it is, you can go to my channel art on YouTube. Just go to the about page and scroll it down. You'll see the word Discord, or at the top right of all my channel, there'll be icons. You'll see Discord.
Yeah,
So
I
there it
have
is.
a Hype Squad logo for my Discord link.
Yeah, and I also have I just put in chat my stuff for it. So there's
Yeah, I don't
exclamation
do that.
point
I'm
Discord.
lazy.
Well, I mean, it's easy to do for me. It's just a button press. I push it, it puts it in.
Oh, good for you. I'm more lazy than you.
Buy a
I
Stream
wouldn't
Deck.
even fucking use a stream deck if I had it. I'm that lazy.
That allows you to just push a button. Hell, you can set up the button to literally you push it once and it'll do like 50 other things.
Yeah, but you see, I'm lazy.
That is a bastard. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, don't really think I have anything else to plug. After we get off of this, I'm going to shut down my computer and install that new RAM because,
And I will
hell yeah.
see, and we will see. I will probably see you guys on Saturday because tomorrow I have stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow morning I will be probably streaming something. I don't know what. I still want to do a horror related thing, but I may not. I don't know. It depends on what I feel like. And also depends on how late I wake up. So we'll see.
Oh, okay. We're not doing Back for Blood next week. We're doing Phasmophobia next week, by the way.
When's that update coming out? You know?
I don't know. That's why we.
That's the thing. I want to wait until the update comes out before we play it again.
It's maybe okay. So here's the thing: are we gonna stream Phasmophobia next week, or hopefully the week after? But I'm gonna be instead. We're gonna do 2 collabs on that week, maybe, depending on if I'm available 2 days that week.
Right. Because at this point, it's mainly you. Me, it's just like if I'm wake up late enough, but sometimes I just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see.
Otherwise, it's Back for Blood next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And also for me, everybody wondering, Saturday, Sunday, I'm not available. I
Yeah.
work those days.
He has a job. If he actually have a job.
I have a job and I work
Well, I kind
Saturday,
of
Sunday.
do too, but that's why I'm not available on Mondays and Tuesday.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
such
and
a,
some.
it's kind of funny because either he is not available on weekends anymore, so we can play then, or I'm not available Monday and Tuesday, which is like more ideal days to do at early times stream. I feel like the only time I feel like you actually wake up in time, and then the rest of the week you wake up really late.
It depends on how it works. I mean, I try to go to sleep before 10 or at 10, and at that point it's fine. But a lot of stuff you have somewhere I can't even go to sleep until a while later, and I couldn't go to sleep till like 11:30 last night. So yeah, it was not fun. I was gonna mention something. Oh yeah, and sometimes I'll be out during the week because overtime. But yeah, that should be it. So thank y'all for coming to watch, and see you next time.
Adios.